Partridge, and this is Mid-Morning Matters.
North Norfolk Digital.
You're listening to North Norfolk Digital. It's time to...
Focus on.
cycling. I am in the studio with Jim, the Jonestown massacre by feeding his followers poisoned broth.
Of course not.
Glad to hear it. Well, you'd be dead, wouldn't you? Along with your 900 followers. Do you ever have dark thoughts?
No, not really.
If you're tuning into us without the aid of visual internet, let me fill you in.
Called On Your Bike. It's about getting young kids out and on the cycle.
Can you stop cycling now, because the noise, I didn't realise it was going to make the noise a bit distracting. You're listening to North Norfolk Digital, North Norfolk's best music mix. If you are watching the internet from a third, whereby the legs are used as pistons to propel the cyclist forward.
Exactly.
Sounds complicated.
It's not. This campaign's bang on simple. Basically, we're trying to empower kids.
I'm just going to interrupt you there, Jim. I've just got an email. It says that in the Jonestown massacre, it wasn't soup he made them drink, it was actually poisoned Kool-Aid. So just to reiterate, the fluid, just under 1,000 innocent men, women and children, was pop, not broth. So that's pop, not broth.
So this campaign's about helping kids that are a wee bit overweight shed a few pounds.
Ever met a child the size of an ox?
Pardon?
The reason I mention it is I once knew a man who was the size of an ox, but with the mind of a child. He was a very affable chap. Helped me move. Really?
Yeah, I end up relating to them as adults.
Right.
You spend time alone with these children, you end up being a big kid yourself.
You've been cleared to work with children.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. So all the boxes ticked, and you're on the register. The good one.
Yeah.
Great. Sorry to have to broach that subject. An ongoing problem, especially round these parts, if you get my drift.
What, in the radio station?
No, he's gone.
This is about educating kids into being fit. I took them on a long cycle ride. We cycled from Land's End to John O'Groats, a group of 11 to 12-year-olds.
I'm planning on doing the very same journey myself. No one. It's just one of the great UK drives, along with clockwise and anti-clockwise around the M25 in the same day, which I did manage last year when I had a day to kill. I was dismissed from jury service. They wanted an ethnic balance, and I was the fall guy. So yeah, it was just a Japanese saloon car, me and the very best of Deacon Blue in a second. This is North Norfolk Digital, sustaining and maintaining our core listenership in an increasingly fragmented marketplace.
North Norfolk.
Just realised I read that from an internal memo. Wasn't for you to hear. Sorry. Today we're talking condiments, you know.
Mustard.
Kev in Norwich?
Gravy.
That's not a condiment, it's a hot sauce.
Pistol then.
That's a brand of gravy.
Bronson pickle then.
And that's a relish. It's 8 minutes to 12 in less than 1 hour.
Mustard.
Myself and sidekick Simon
Man the barricades.
will come face to face with one of the most beautiful women in the world. And doesn't.
Oh no, hardly any.
Exactly. She...
Stevie Wonder.
or Ray Charles.
Any blind man.
Yeah. She is the Ford Escort Cabriolet of middle-aged women. Sleek, petite, a little bit racy.
0% finance available.
It doesn't even make sense, but it's still funny. We had brunch.
Well, I had lunch
on Sunday. Yeah. You had lunch. What do you call lunch and brunch when they're combined? What's it?
Blunch. Is it a blunch?
That's excellent. We had the... I had... North Norfolk Digital, with Alan Partridge. Anthea Turner coming up in half an hour. I hope you didn't hear that. Jim Jones, in the meantime, I have a little surprise for you. It's this award for services to the larger child. It's an Al-Ha, Alan's Local Hero Award. It's not engraved, and doing that. So you can take that, show it to the kids. Actually don't, just take it straight home. Did it ever get on your nerves being surrounded by all those puffing, wheezing kids?
Oh, well, actually, these kids are pretty active. I mean, they could cycle 10 miles, 30 minutes.
I could cycle 10 miles in 30 minutes. I couldn't do that. But I could do the easier one that you said first.
10 miles in 30 minutes?
Yes.
Be my guest?
I will be your guest, even though technically you're my guest. Dismount, Reverend Jim Jones. This is live radio, no time like the present. I, Alan Partridge, am going to attempt to cycle 10 miles in 30 minutes. Tommy Gaskell, who is a survival and a naturalist expert. Tommy, have you yourself ever been, to coin a phrase, up the creek without a paddle?
Yes, what you mean. I've been in trouble in the wilderness a few times, but if you are up a creek without a paddle, then you should think laterally, because there are always paddles around you.
There's 4 when I was walking in the Chilterns, and that year the nettles were particularly virulent, and that's where my story begins, because I fell into some nettles. My knees gave way after what I can only describe as a very, very long walk. I said to my colleagues, "You go on without me, leave me be." They said, "Ape, we ain't going nowhere without you."
Ape?
Ape, Alan Partridge.
So what did you do?
I can spot a dock leaf from 30 feet.
Well, that's great. So you used the natural flora around you as an antidote.
As an antidote. Do you ever find there's any kind of serenity in the wild and windy moors?
There was a particularly nasty incident once. I was in Afghanistan with my men hanging off a cliff face in dense, freezing fog, waiting for this fog to disperse for about 3 hours, and
Afghanistan, was that on holiday with some mates, or you actually...
No, I was in the forces.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that makes more sense.
Which force? Parcel force?
Yeah, I have some respect. I mean, special forces. I'm correct, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You must have some very interesting stories about clearing insurgent Talibans from the caves of Tora Bora.
Well, with respect, I'm just here to talk about, specifically, not about the Tora Bora caves.
Okay, all right. I'm just very interested to hear about hand-to-hand combat, which I am told took place. Pretty ugly stuff, but I know sometimes... But, okay, well, let's talk hypothetically. Didn't say the caves don't necessarily have to be Tora Bora.
So, where are they, then?
Cheddar Gorge.
So the Taliban have come over to Cheddar Gorge?
Not necessarily.
Pretty sure that the Royal Society for the Protection of Birds is non-violent.
At the moment, they're not violent, but what if we kicked it up a notch? Let's paint a scenario. The last osprey in Britain is killed by a football. The last osprey egg is stolen and scrambled for a Russian oligarch's breakfast, who eats it without one iota of remorse in his lap with me. So rare birds' eggs are being scrambled for Russian oligarchs, and Bill Oddie goes apeshit. He shows up at Claridge's wearing his Twitcher's jerkin, and the pockets are full of every conceivable explosive.
I got the picture.
He walks in to the buffet area, the breakfast buffet. Yeah, not anymore, now he's a baddie. Seconds later, carnage. Oddie is like a bearded Catherine wheel scything through the crowd. Ironically, the oligarchs wearing the leather jackets are protected from the worst of the blast, but an innocent couple from the northeast on a city break are vaporised.
Sorry, are you asking me a specific question? An RSPB neo-fundamentalist was radicalised. Oddie sacrificed himself.
Yeah.
The rest of them holed up in Wookiee Hole, and I was sent to neutralise the threat.
Yeah.
How would I proceed?
Simples.
You really want to know?
Yeah, let's hear it. Hand-to-hand combat, commando style.
Do you mind if I stand up?
Oh, please.
Special Forces, we're given licence to use bespoke techniques, improvised weaponry, that sort of thing. My favourite for hand-to-hand combat is this brass knuckle which I've adapted. I've stuck a protruding blade on one side, very sharp. What I would do is when I'd attack the first insurgent, punch him full in the face as hard as I could until I felt the splinter of bone, and his nose was true. The blade like an arc across his throat, severing one or preferably both of the carotid arteries. If you get it right, the neck opens up completely, yawns back like a Muppet's mouth.
Oh my God.
So then you let them drop, take care not to trip over them. I've seen that happen. And then that, you repeat and a dat, until the cave is clear. It's very bloody, but it's quick, and it's quiet, and that's why I like it. Any questions?
Simon, do you think Anthea Turner cycles?
I don't know.
Hello, but do you think she cycles?
I don't know, I've never given it any
Well,
thought.
think about it now. Do you think she cycles?
Yes, I think she probably does.
Yeah, I do. I think she probably rides one of those big Dutch bikes with a basket and a bell and skirt the bike by the side of the road, find a nice spot in the field, and lay down on a tartan blanket with a copy of Grazia, a thermos flask, and a big jam sandwich. Maybe a beef paste cob. Heaven.
Of course, you'd have to watch out for combine harvesters.
Okay, take it easy. Just take it easy. There was nothing to be ashamed of. Right? A lot of these kids are very fit.
Hang on, yeah, good. I like the murals on the end of the houses. Pictures of Mary balaclavas, Tommy guns. It's must be like living amongst an artist like Banksy. But you know, lots of Banksys. But Banksys who want to kill people who live near them.
Alan, it's Anthea.
Oh Christ!
Yeah.
Go give me a towel. Go give me a towel. Anthea, how are you? Just been cycling.
North Facts Digital.
You rejoin us on Mid-Morning Matters. Tommy Gaskell, survival expert, still with us. And Olaf, he didn't hurt any Muppets. He simply dispatched some terrorists from a radicalised RSPB in Wookie Hole. It was simply that when he slit the throats of the bad people, they resembled the mouths of Muppets. Hope that answers.
Did they get better?
Did they get better?
We cleared the...
Did the man feel bad?
Did you feel bad?
It's my job.
No, he didn't feel bad, Sophie.
Did the man get into trouble?
No, because the government allows him to kill people. Sometimes, when the government's exhausted diplomatic means, they allow state-sanctioned killing. Sometimes you have to coherence. That's a bit of a tongue twister, wasn't it?
Is Bill already dead?
No, Bill Laddie's alive and well, Sophie. Well, he's alive. All right, cheerio, Sophie. Thanks very much, Tommy, for being on the show. Fascinating stuff. Loved your wise words. Interestingly, Tommy's the first person we've had on North Norfolk Digital who's killed someone deliberately. This is the Simon Park Orchestra with Eye Level, otherwise known as the theme from Van der Vogue. Hello, you're joining me, Alan Partridge, on Mid-Morning Matters. I'm here with my sidekick Simon.
Hello, Alan.
SS, as I like to call him. Sieg Heil.
Sieg Heil.
Sidekick Simon, Sidekick Simon.
Sieg Heil, Sieg Heil.
Sidekick Simon, Sidekick Simon.
And
Email from Carl, who says he longs for a crowded house as his wife and kids have recently left him.
that's a lovely one, that.
That's
Marvellous.
nice. And I've also got a text from an Adrian H., whose wife Elizabeth suffers from a pituitary gland problem, so he would like to see Thin Lizzie.
Sure he would.
Slightly pie in the sky.
Yeah, so that's probably where he'd like the pie to remove, certainly. Well, it's a bank holiday, which traditionally would have been you've been in a car on the way to the seaside with a lilo, a dog full of sand, some hard-boiled Werther's originals, or whatever. But these days, unfortunately, it's more likely to mean a child watching a violent computer game and pornography while shouting, "I hate you," to his parents who are downstairs having a cocaine and... like them, we are having a tongue twister phone-in where we invite little kiddies to ring in and attempt to say complex sentences with their underdeveloped mouths. Time for some music. Yes, sirree. There's no point yelling at that large spotted cat who's dragging the lifeless body of an apprentice zookeeper across the compound. He won't be able to hear you. He's a deaf leopard.
Brilliant.
What's your tongue twister?
What gets wetter the more it dries?
Ooh, I'll take this one.
Right, hang on. Now that's a riddle. That's not a tongue twister.
No good.
No, we're doing tongue twisters. We're quite specific about that. You shouldn't have been put through. Who put you through?
I don't know.
Was it a woman who smokes too much? Does she sound like she's going to get you under sevens, which is specifically what this is for? Who are off school today. If you're going to get them to call in the radio station, it's a tongue twister, not a riddle. And B, can you please make sure they're reasonably media savvy? Yeah, that's the only point I wanted to make.
Towel.
What?
Towel.
Cut her off.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You're listening to North Norfolk Digital with Alan Partridge and my sidekick Simon.
And, Alan, one of my spies tells me that you were dining in a certain gastropub last night.
I did have dinner at the Boxley Wheat Chief, I can't deny.
Yes, and a little bird tells me that you were not dining alone. A friend...
We're talking animals.
Well, we're not talking animals.
All right, we're not talking animals, no. Although the woman who does the weather is if the graffiti in the men's toilets is to be believed.
Steady, Alan.
It's all right. I've not mentioned her by name. There are two of them. And anyway, I'm sure it's not true. Because what I read, it was pretty awful, actually. Yeah, no one should have to read that.
And I'm sure she...
We're taking calls on the question, if you could make one species of animal extinct, which would it be and how would you do it? Thanks. We've got Steve from Swaffham emails to say, I would make all flightless birds extinct by putting the world's bird seed on a shelf that's slightly too high for them to reach, thereby starving them to death. Thanks, Steve. We also have facts here. Thank you, facts. The Battersea Power Station lying on its side with the chimneys acting as flamethrowers, wiping out the world's population of chimpanzees. And one of them's got a little bubble there saying, "Oh God, please, no, don't burn us." There it is. Very good, that is too. And finally, we have a text from Ted in Fakenham, which simply says, "Cats, hammers, doll." That's somehow been reanimated. But no, say what you like about Billie Piper, but she is the most popular prostitute on ITV.
North Norfolk Digital, North Norfolk's best music mix.
You're listening to AP on Treble M, i.e. Alan Partridge on Mid Morning Matters. This morning in...
Simply the best.
Norfolk has ever produced. And for those of you who are interested, Simply the Best of Norfolk is an original concept devised and executed by Alan Partridge and North Norfolk Digital. It has no affiliation with, similarity to, or obligation towards BBC One's 2002 programme, 100 Greatest Britons. Thank you. Thank you, Alan. We're asking you to... Oliver Cromwell are going to be somewhere on that list. A better example would be Jeremiah Coleman, founder of the Coleman's Mustard Empire. Not only was he responsible for the world's hottest yellow paste, but he also helped create the phrase, "Ooh, that's mustard," which means, "Ooh, that's very good." It's still favoured, although it's an olden day phrase, still favoured by men over 70 who went, "Mega!" If a young person were to see Wayne Rooney driving along with his wife, or a sexy hooker in a bling-bling car, they may well say, "Oh, look, Wayne Rooney, top one." Whereas in Edwardian times, a young cockney, if he were to see the Duke of Norfolk driving along in a horseless carriage or a French panard, would see her ankle, I seen all of it, mustard, like that.
And a spokesman for the Norfolk Health Authority said building on the ward would be completed by early 2012. And finally, a correction. While Alan was right to say that a typhoon is approaching Norfolk, it's actually heading to the American town of Norfolk, Virginia.
And it's...
What's that?
You said 30, failed to specify the unit. You may have meant years. Bit misleading.
Are we back in 30 years?
Ideally, yes.
Can I tell you what, Alan, if I'm still...
You're listening to North Norfolk Digital, North Norfolk's best music mix. I'm joined by my comedic chum, Psychic Simon. Good morning.
Morning.
What have you got for us today? Morning. I know the feeling, I do. But cheer up, my old mate, because today on Love Luncheon, we're going to be throwing a little bit of light on the topic of English wine. What could be better than Curl or the man in your life if you're a woman?
Or the man in your life if you're gay.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, yes. I would be the first to hold my hands up and say, in the past, circa 1983, I developed a fairly robust dislike for the gay community. But that was before I met Dale Winton, and I realised I had absolute... and Paul O'Grady and Noel Edmonds. He's not gay, but you get the picture.
The same Noel Edmonds always reminds me of a garden gnome.
You know, if you told me 25 years ago that I was going to be talking about rigid inflatable hulls with Dale Winton, I would probably have spat at you. Got any jokes about gays?
I have got a joke about gays. Do you want me to read it?
No, God, absolutely not. You can't read it. I mean, it's very funny, but it's quite hateful. Psychic Simon. You're listening to North Norfolk Digital, music and chat for the North Norfolk generation. Hey, this is Chat Down, street style for the over 40s. You'll recall that at the top of the show, someone phoned in to say that you can avoid type 2 diabetes by injecting yourself with Ribena. That can't be right, but no one has yet had one more call. Line 5.
Hello.
Where are you calling from?
Holt.
Excellent. Are you over 40?
Just.
I'll take that as a yes. It's rude to ask, but I now and again, just to sort of, we'd like to check the demographic. And are you over 40? Can you just tell me seriously if you are?
Well, I...
40. But I've still got all my faculties. That's not too strong a word. Come on. Anyway, were you calling from Holt?
Yes, I'm calling from Holt.
Lovely part of the world. Lovely
Yes.
part of the world. I spent many a happy hour there in my youth. Yeah, marvellous part of the world. I mean, I didn't live there, but I would occasionally go there.
Well, I just wanted to say that I don't think people should be voting for Oliver Cromwell because
Why?
he slaughtered thousands of Irish peasants.
Well, we've all got our black spots on our curriculum vitae. We'd rather not.
Well, I don't think I have got any black spots.
Come on, Jill. You're from Holt. You're from Holt.
Yes, my name's Judy.
Yeah, right. Sorry, Judith. Well, you are the rudith, Judith. The other thing to... Sorry, tell me your favourite Norfolk person.
Social reformer Elizabeth Fry.
Thank you. She's gone now. Delighted to say that we have here from the British Wine Marketing Board, Rosie Witter. Lovely to have.
Not. It's actually produced in Surrey. Now, this is a very versatile wine.
Now, when you say versatile wine, what other uses can wine have apart from drinking?
Well, it means it can be drunk in many situations.
Ah, right. So, with some friends alongside Spag Bol.
Yeah.
On your own in front of Newsnight?
If you like, yeah.
Really? That sounds like a very good wine. I like that wine. What else have
Do you want
got?
to taste it?
Yeah, sure, why not?
So, the way to drink wine...
Well, I think I'd have to drink wine, Rosie. I'll drink you under the table.
Well, I'm sure you could.
Sorry, continue. I don't drink to excess. Carry on.
Right, so, well, first of all, you... Oh, well, I'm very impressed. And then you smell it.
Mm-hmm.
So...
For the bouquet?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm semi-conversant.
Yes. I'll give it a sniff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's deep. Maybe not got another glass. You had your nose in this. I'm only kidding. You've got a lovely nose.
Stick it right in.
Right. Yeah, Thanks. Jesus, not now.
What were you getting?
A panic attack. Oh no, the bouquet. Well, I'm not. It's been a while since I've used, wine words.
Oh well, people use all sorts of words to describe wine. I mean,
Yeah, it's just a hint.
And with red wines.
Yeah, wines have hints. No.
Have a go, Alan. What did you get from that?
Pepper.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Really? It is yeah. No, that is a very that's a very peppery wine. Lots of pepper. Yeah, I didn't even have to think of it. As soon as it was my nose, bang, pepper. That's a very that's very familiar. Yes. Now that's what is it?
Currants.
No. It's very specific.
Well, it's musky. So berries.
No, the Rosie, that's wrong.
Sorry. Cherry. Cinnamon.
No. This wine tastes of chewits.
Oh. Oh well, I've never heard
Have we got a discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb? Archaeology, which is now what it's known as, would simply be known as digging, or digging for things. And of course, without Howard Carter, there wouldn't be programs such as the Time Team, which is a horrific thought. And these days, they can use computers to reanimate a dead Saxon and tell you exactly what he had for pudding before he was Tony Robinson at 10 Years of Time Team. Lovely fella. I joked to him. I said, Tony, if you live by the bog axe, you die by the bog axe. He chuckled a little to himself before he said, I best go and mingle. And he just wandered off. Lovely fella. Although I don't like his politics. The Time Team is 2, 2, 2, 2. I'm not. No, it's too complicated. But we'll revisit that next week. Good idea. See how we get along with it. See how far we get with that. I've got to interview Charlene Spiteri, so I could just call her Charlene from Texas. No, that's another T. Charlene from Exus. That'll be. Might not do that. Now, before I tie a belt round your upper arm, into the ring for Norfolk's greatest person. So in I go. This is unbelievable. How Delia Smith can be within one vote of Horatio Nelson, it really is beyond me. If you want to vote for a food-related hero, may I suggest Turkey Baron Bernard Matthews. Bernard slays, I know this because he's a friend of mine, slaughtered close to 250 million birds for your eating pleasure. Not personally, of course. The process is highly mechanised. No, Bernard's not actually wrung the neck of a turkey for a couple of years, and even then it was for a charity event. It's great to be around him. Depending on your point of view, he's either responsible for the biggest ornithological genocide of years, and I know this for a fact because he is my confidant, he's tantalisingly close to producing the 10-pence turkey. What a thought. He's actually showed me around his factory recently. He very, very liberal of him. He said, you can go anywhere you like, Alan. Apart from one room. He just stood in front of my path and said, don't go in there. I'd like to suggest Bernard Matthews as Norfolk's greatest person, along with my own hat, which is still in the ring, along with all the other candidates' hats.
Now, this Chardonnay from Devon is exceptionally well balanced.
Rosie, it's great. They're all great. Fantastic.
Nicely fruity with a long finish.
Yeah, it's what it does. It lingers on the palate. Absolutely.
Like a lazy forklift truck driver. He would linger on the palate.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. Keep talking.
Well, so it lingers on the palate, and the taste. Therefore, will. Oh,
right.
you all right?
Yes, that's just this.
You.
Yeah, I can still taste it. Definitely, yeah, still there.
Well, you will. You will for some time.
Yeah, it's got a... Still there.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't wait till the flavour goes before we carry on the conversation. Because it's because it's a long finish. It will be there for some time. No, it's gone. Which is the most? What are the prices individually? Bottle to bottle.
Right. Well, this one here. This is £6. This is £8.95, and this one's quite pricey. It comes in at £12.
That one is the one I think had the best flavour. Can I have it? No. You're not leaving this studio, so there's a favour. You're not leaving this studio, so you've got the full cost of that wine. That's more than the right amount. You can keep the rest. I don't mind. This is the Commodores with 3 Times a Lady. That middle of the day, you bet. Middle-aged, maybe. Middle of the road, no way. Let's wrap this up. I think it's run its course. We'll look at the results for Norfolk's greatest person. My hat's in the ring. Actually, I'm going to take my hat out. There it is. It's a tie, a dead tie. Please don't text in. I know why I bother. But I'm not prepared to go into that now, because right now it's time for Surname Mastermind. Hello, Chris, on line 1. Are you there?
I'm there, yes, I'm here.
Chris, are you ready to play Surname Mastermind?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Cheryl, Ashley. Correct. Rod, Alana.
Hull.
No, Stuart. Dave and Samantha.
Cameron.
Yeah, that's right. You're listening to AP with MMM on NND. That's Alan Partridge. Mid-morning matters on North Norfolk Digital. Please keep the messages coming in for King and Carr. Especially want to hear from you if you're on Twitter. Please message me at Alan Gordon.
And Partridge is a bird, and birds Twitter.
You are no way. You're bang wrong. Not a partridge. A partridge emits a combination of a trill and a pained cry. It's sort of a. I think I used to be able to do this. Sorry, I could do this the other day. Sort of
haunting.
Yeah. But higher and quicker.
Yep. Why are you called at Alan Gordon Partridge? Why not just simply at Alan Partridge?
That name, Alan Partridge, that name was taken.
That was it? That's annoying, isn't it?
Not really.
It's probably set up by one of your fops.
What's a fop?
Fan of Partridge.
AIDS. Yeah, that would be embarrassing, wouldn't it? If the parent company here found out you had AIDS, you'd be out on your ear, and rightly so.
So your middle name is Gordon? That's hilarious.
Do you mind? Gordon's actually a rather good middle name. AGP. Sounds like a motor oil. Imagine on the side of a Formula 1 car.
Very manly.
It is manly, yes. It is, that's
you know?
Suck. Yeah, that would be...
Worse?
Yes, it could be worse. It'll always be worse. Or Amanda.
Sack?
No, precisely.
Well, what's rude about sack?
Well, it's a nickname, isn't it, for ball bag. This is Enya with that Orinoco flow. Good.
Yeah, very good, yeah.
Today's question, I put my towels on a boil wash once every 10 days with a flap of bounce. Sally, I do exactly the same thing, and if I'm going to chuck in a bit of underwear, I might add a capful of Dettol, maybe 2, depending on, circumstances. Retired head teacher Teresa Staples says, I've cut the frequency of my towel washing by using a simple technique. After my bath, I take an old beach tin bone dry, by which time I'm normally sound asleep. It sounds like bliss, Teresa, really does. Now, if I was to say to you, I like your nuda, you'd say, I'm sorry, Alan. And if I said, I was simply saying, I like your noodles, you'd say, oh, now I understand, but I think you were being a little bit racist. You'd be absolutely right, but you'd be ignoring the fact that I do cuisine to help promote tolerance and harmony amongst the various creeds and colours that have drifted into Norfolk over recent years. Today's the turn of the Japanese. Years ago, my granddad John used to sit me on his knee and he'd say, Alan, I hate the Japanese and I hate Japanese food. But if Grandad John was alive today and I was able to feed him some of the sushi rolls and tortured within an inch of his life at a Japanese prisoner of war camp, would instantly fade away, especially if he tried it with Ando's delightful wasabi sauce. So that's on its way shortly. The time is 59 minutes to 1. It's just gone midday.
The weather, sponsored by Turner's Kitchen Solutions.
You're listening to Hamlin. Second, it's Billy, but your favourite Piper, it seems, is Bag. I'm surprised. I thought it would be a slam dunk for Billy in the Piper poll. Let's have a look at this article in this morning's paper. It's from Dr. Marion Pruton. Now, she urges men to talk more about bowel cancer. Bowels shouldn't be taboo, she says. Men shouldn't be embarrassed to and you know, I'm largely successful. There's the odd mishap, but law of averages, you're not going to get it right every time. Now it's time to step back into the past and ask, if historical monarchs could drive a modern car, which one would they choose? Gerald in Bury St Edmunds, hello.
Hello, Alan.
What have you got for us?
Alfred the Great. And
King, but I was thinking Oliver Cromwell would drive a Lexus.
No.
Oh, well, maybe a VW Phaeton then.
Oliver Cromwell?
Yeah.
I'm not sure you got the hang of this, Mary.
Sorry, Alan.
That's all right. Why don't you hang up, have a little think and call back later?
Yes. It would mean I'll have to pay for another call.
That's quicker to say Volkswagen. I mean, if I had £1 for every time I heard someone use an acronym that actually extended the syllable count, I'd be a millionaire. Yeah, no, millionaire. We've got John on line 2. Hello, John.
hello, Alan.
Where are you calling from?
Home.
Okay, what have you got for us?
Well, I'd like to stick with Crom. Being a Puritan, he'd appreciate the economy, but also the build quality, and would go for the standard interior because he wasn't at all flashy.
I'm liking this, John. I'm liking this a lot. I think this is the best call I've ever had.
Thank you very much.
Let's keep going. Optional extras.
Cromwell.
You should call more often. Where are you based?
I live in Surlingham.
Do you ever go in the Woods End pub?
Yeah.
So do I. There's a great folk group there, sing on a Sunday night.
Right. I hate the folk music.
Oh, well, no, I'd agree with you, but these are very funny. They're called Will o' the Wisp.
Oh, yeah.
And they say... John?
Yeah.
By the way, what did you have for Henry VIII?
Oh, Range Rover Vogue 4.6 petrol. Sage green with a saddle tan interior.
Yes, and yes. Of course you would. And in the cool box, in the some mints, in the glove box, you know, his gauntlets, and he's going to need all that room for Anne Boleyn, Cardinal Wolsey, and probably a court jester.
I don't think he'd have Anne Boleyn and Cardinal Wolsey in there, to be honest. They despised each other. More likely he'd have... yes, he'd have Cromwell in the back, whispering in his ear, probably.
Oliver Cromwell? He wasn't born for another 50 years. Easy. More than one. Dozens of Cromwells. Look in the phone book. I've got a friend called Cromwell. Actually, he's called Cresswell. Let's call him back. Thanks, John.
Can I just say hello to...
Yeah, that was good. That was it's good. It's good. I like it when you chip in.
Oh, cheers.
Yeah, but and probably best in the for you to say. I might say it myself. You know.
Okay.
And yeah, because that Cromwell bit didn't really work then.
Sorry, Alan.
Just some text.
Check out our staggering deal starting at $279.99, and it's not just a great range of bed frames we've slashed the prices on.
You should probably go on holiday with that guy and just talk about different historical novels or something like that. Absolutely. You just joined us. I'm here with sidekick Simon, having a bit of banter. There we go.
Sidekick Simon, Sidekick Simon. Sidekick Simon, Sidekick Simon.
So today we're going to open it out with the question, what is the best thing? What's the best thing of all? So far we've got Sky Plus, a cup of Brazil nuts, that was amusing, livestock, valid, and wet wipes. That was a fascinating call from an elderly lady in Hempton. Let's have some.
Herod?
Yes, Herod. That's right, because he was a baby killer.
He killed lots of babies.
He did. We don't like him. Line 6, Stuart.
It's sliced bread.
What about sliced bread?
Sliced bread is the best thing, isn't it? 'Cause that's what people say. They say it's the best thing. Sliced bread is.
Well, that's a phrase, but it's not actually.
Yeah, but it's the best thing, isn't it? Because also it's what people say. They say the best thing.
I know they say that. I'm familiar with the phrase, but it's just a term. It's not literally true.
Then why do people say it? Of course
Because
it's true.
it's not.
Sliced bread is the best thing. It's the best thing. It's sliced bread.
If you keep saying it, sure, it's not going to make it any more
We all know the phrase,
We all
mate.
know the phrase. It's just an idiom.
You're an idiot.
What idiom is? It's clearly confused you because you think I just substituted the T with an M. You stupid gim. Or you momal mwam. What are you going? You're a compleem cunm.
Well, I think you're a prick.
Right, get rid of him. Sorry. Right, well, he's gone now, but I'll continue to speak my mind about him. Stuart, I've got to say, I think the Clifton Suspension Bridge was built for people like you. The fact that you can drive cars across it is a bonus, so do the decent thing. And leave the keys in your car so someone can shift it afterwards. And please don't call in saying I'm encouraging people to kill themselves.
Again?
Yeah, unpleasant individual. A bit like Jamiroquai.
Norfolk Digital.
It's Norfolk, it's digital, it's Norfolk Digital. It's time for Sad Story. This is where I read a moving, real-life story submitted by one of our listeners. It was a fine morning, so I decided to go out for a jog in my shorts. I headed to the local park, and it was there, to my surprise, that I bumped into my old history teacher walking his dog. He remarked on how well I looked, and I returned the compliment. No, I'm not reading this. Yeah, that's why he's wearing shorts. I should have seen that. It's all right, we have others. Today's sad story is from Deirdre Thomas from Dibbs Lane in Holt. Dear Alan, I want to be as honest as I can with you, so I hope you'll understand that I'd rather remain anonymous. The truth is, he kind of swept me off my feet. He was tall, dashing, and had kind eyes like a cow. Really? Yeah, I suppose they do. Oh. Gareth knew I'd just come out of a serious relationship and wasn't ready to commit. But he called me the day before he went on a group camping trip and said someone had dropped out and would I like to join? I was some sort of food stig. In the meantime, here's the Vapors with I'm Turning Japanese. That's today's paper, then.
So, let's see, you ordered California rolls, katsu curry, and I listened to Orbital Digital.
I listened to Orbital Digital.
What was that?
Punked by Orbital Digital. It's Craig Kilty, a.k.a. The Monster.
Fuck off, you're not even on air.
Oh, yes, we are. Double punk. You have been
all
owned.
right. Fair cop. Fair cop.
You have been owned.
Yeah, stop saying you've been owned by you. But I'm owned by anyone. I'm owned by Norfolk Digital. I'm certainly not owned by Orbital.
What's that got to do with anything?
Just having a joke, you know. It's not nice with the boots on the other foot, is it? It makes walking difficult, you know. The arch is on the wrong side. Doesn't work.
You don't know anything about my brother. Fell in with the wrong crowd.
Well, he's in with the wrong crowd now, isn't he? Literally, he's in prison.
Owning me, owning you.
That doesn't even make sense.
Aha!
Yeah, I do own that. Ian Ben's lawyers for exclusive rights to shout but not say the word aha 50 times a year in perpetuity for the rest of my life or till 2015, whichever comes sooner. Sorry about all that Orbital Digital, OD, wish they'd OD, on heroin. It's Susan Boyle, Amazing Grace. This is Alan Partridge. What have you got for us?
What I have is a story about a story about postman.
You should turn the corners down on the...
I did. Well, I found I found it and turned the corner down, and then what's happened is it must have come back up.
Psychic Simon, Psychic Simon.
Okay, well, this is not the one, but a beach litter pick is being held at Cromer. No. Got it. Okay, so sorry,
we're in business.
There we go. So a postman. My thing is that maybe he will arrive, but at the wrong address. In about 3 weeks down the line, he'll arrive back, but at the wrong address.
Yeah, but his body was found in a canal this morning. That's the thing.
So it sort of works.
Yeah. Well, it's the wrong address, isn't it?
Is it? Yes, massively. It's in the
Postman reported missing on Friday.
Now it's time to return to Alan's sad stories. So things were going well between Gareth and I, but that was when our relationship took a twist that neither of us could have predicted. Shit, she writes, because died. But I married his twin brother, because he had a twin brother, who was identical. He had eyes like a cow too. So everything was back to normal again. Until, with box of Quality Street, he'd eaten 3 or 4 in sudden succession and completely ruined his appetite for the chicken dinner I'd so lovingly prepared. I was totally crushed. It was then I realised that Gareth's brother had a chalk problem in the bogs of Yates's Wine Lodge in Yarmouth. We cried and cried that night. I reiterated my love for him, he reciprocated his love for me, and we shared a chocolatey kiss that will stay with me forever. But it was then that everything changed. Again. He fell on me and shattered my spine in 3 places. The police didn't believe him, and he was carted off to prison for GBH or attempted murder, I forget which. I still visit him once a week in prison, and he tells me, Alan, that he tunes into your show, and it offers him great solace, great comfort, and not into Orbital Digital, as many of them have learning difficulties. I should add, the reason I was able to visit him was because of a pioneering operation which enabled me to walk again, because they replaced my spine with a new one made of carbaminium. Yours sincerely, Deirdre. P.S. Unfortunately, I can't remember what our favourite song was. Ah, what a sad story. Okay, now, please do keep your calls, texts, and faxes coming in on towels. Ted in Wisbeck has been in touch. I don't use towels. I use a hairdryer set on cool. It takes a bit longer, but it feels lovely, and I finish off with a little talc for my testes and bum. Lovely stuff. You're listening to Mid-Morning Matters with Alan Partridge. Now it's time for Alan Describes Art, in which I attempt to describe. So here goes. Well, it's a charcoal drawing of a nude lady. She is splayed, let us say. Can't go into any more detail than that. And she has a C D cup bust, pleasantly curvy elsewhere. All in all, a good body. And Mick entitles this Family, which is a bit odd. Perhaps it's his old mum. Ended up with a rather bitter drink, followed by several teaspoonfuls of coffee-infused sugar sludge.
I'm sorry about that.
Not having a go at you. I like you. And the coffee sludge was rather, in and of itself, quite tasty. You could serve it to one of your suitors. Are you being suited at the moment? Suited and booted? That sounds like you've been taken for a meal, then precisely.
It's not South. It's not Suffolk. It's not analog, so it must be North Digital.
Love that jingle. Welcome back. time again for our daily instalment of Radio Battleships, a game of tactic and nerve against Russian station Moda FM. We're joined, as always, by Andre. Andre's Move. You're listening to Mid-Morning Matters. Coming up soon, Tuesday Chat, our weekly hard-hitting celebrity interview. But first, let's go back to what is Alan firing his friend's air rifle into?
What is Alan firing his friend's air rifle into?
Quick reminder of the sound. And again. Okay, straight to the phones. Steve from Lexham.
A bag of cement? A chance.
I would never discharge a firearm in a house of God. Ross in Beccles.
I don't know.
Lindsay in Kings Lynn.
The sky.
Why would I fire into the sky?
As a warning.
I mean, you can quite clearly hear the sound of impact. If you are going to phone in, make sure you are at least on nodding terms with modern ballistics. Big yawn there from Psychic Simon.
No, I was on his show.
Well, you did bedtime with Branning?
Yeah, just a few little stupid, sketchy bits, but you don't mind, do you?
Well, do I mind if a lab technician I met in a pub who's doing a trial period on my show appears on another show? No.
I'm going to grab a coffee.
Today's phone-in subject on that. Who grabs a coffee? Unbelievable. He thinks he's a doctor on ER. I'll tell you how I met this chap. I had a god-awful day last Tuesday. I was having lunch with an entrepreneur from Nottingham. Let's call him Brian, not his real name. His real name's Keith. I suggested that we partake of some... I'm going to stop being a presenter from the past now. We went in and we decided to quaff. I'm doing it again. We went in a pub and had a pint of bitter. We had 2 pints of bitter. But when I went in there, this guy here was had me on the floor. Shoot me a pearl. Okay. Shoot me one of your pearls.
Naked chess match?
The phone up. Hit it.
Yes, take it away. So Darren's wife had given birth to a baby, and I put the phone down and I said to you, she's just given birth, and she's given birth to some pastry, I think I said, and some cheese and some eggs. And I said to you, guess what she's called? And yeah, you didn't know. And I said Lorraine.
That was the joke. And I said, imagine the midwife taking all this pastry and hot ham and cheese and pastry out from the crevice of a woman. Do you write sketches?
No.
Okay. We'll let's have a bit of Duran Duran and the good. See, very well prepared, all your papers and notes, Simon. Now it's time for Who Does Alan Think Alan Is? Booth. By the time I find out, she was already in a cab. Complete waste of 30 quid. She sounds like she's been touched on a bus. My main guest today is one of the genealogists from BBC One's Who Do You Think You Are? Please welcome Henry Spring.
Hello. Our journey begins with your great-grandmother, Annie Partridge. Do you remember her?
I do, Granny Annie. She died when I was a toddler. She used to make me Y-A-H-Q. Who do you think you are, headquarters?
Oh, well, like many women of her time, she was a stay-at-home mum, wasn't she?
She was unemployed, yes.
But what you might not know is that if we delve one generation further back, we find she had an aunt who lived quite near here, so that would have been your great-great-aunt.
It's fascinating, please tell me. That must have been one of the first semi-detached houses in Norfolk.
Not in Norfolk, but it may have been one of the first in Sheringham.
But that's still fascinating. It sends a shiver down your spine.
Do you want me to get you up?
Rest in peace. Great-great-great-aunt. What's her name?
We don't know. We just have the initial E.
E. Partridge. What was the joke you were going to do?
I was just going to say, shall I go and get you a hot water bottle when you said you had a children in your spine?
That's good, yeah. I think I was right to stop you there.
Oh, yeah.
Henry, I'm right, am I not, that my distant relative was involved Deering Square into what is now Deering Lane?
They effectively made it a thoroughfare, yes.
I mean, it's amazing. I mean, the number of times I've parked on that road. Never knew. I mean, I know it's loading only, but you park there after 6, they never get you.
Right.
I almost feel like crying.
Certainly made getting into the centre of town that bit more straightforward.
And the rest. If it weren't for Deering Lane, you'd have to come in on the ring road. The square gave people somewhere to sit, a respite from the frenetic pace of life in Norwich. And yet on the other, I mean, direct access to Hobbs Road must have been like the promised land to civil engineers, cutting journey times from the east half of the city in half. It was caught between a rock and a hard place. It must have been ruddy hard. A water bottle to reheat my spine. Now, a little genealogical bird tells me that there's a bit of a dark horse in the Partridge clan, a bit of a loose cannon.
Yes. His name is
a black sheep. That's the third one.
Edmund Partridge. He was around until the late 1880s. Had a spell in prison.
Did he now?
For debt, and then he moved to France.
Befell him. Was it what? A brawl in a brasserie? How did he meet his maker? What was the cause of death?
Well, the coroner's report says the cause of death was syphilis.
Right. You can make eye contact with me when you say that, you know. I haven't got syphilis.
Sorry.
You're looking away like that, like it's, you know. This has nothing to do with it.
Pretty sure.
If I was going on a man's radio show to accuse one of his ancestors of a sex disease, I'd want to be more than pretty sure.
Okay, then we're uber sure.
Why are you doing this? I have sponsors who will walk away like that if they get a sniff of VD.
Well, you asked me to look into it, so...
How would you like it if I said your great-grandmother soiled herself at George Formby's? Your sense of humour's, your jokes on him.
Well, I can do. A minute ago you told me to shut up.
Well, I've changed my mind.
Well, you come on here and you start dragging the Partridge name through the muck. Who do you think you are?
That is the best joke you've done all day. Absolute 6 of those a show and you're away. Keep your clubs away from his young. It's Seal. No. Revealed Tuesday Chat's interviewee. It's a man who perhaps I know better than anyone else.
Are you interviewing yourself?
My guest is Alan Partridge in his first ever broadcast interview, much like Frost Nixon. But
this is Partridge.
Why do you keep finishing my sentences? You know, you might feel good about yourself because you guessed something, but it doesn't do anything to... The interview is Partridge/Partridge. It's me talking to myself.
Sounds worrying.
Not like the man in the park who stands by the pond. Yeah, it's quite sad actually. He used to run the cycle shop before it went bust. Now he seeks solace in cider and swans.
Better than seeking solace in cider swan.
Yeah, although I think even that's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
So 4 is mauling from Martin Bashir that led ultimately and directly to his death. And to Diana's. La 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 la. So what's Carl Branning like then?
Oh yeah, he's all right. Nice.
See, they've opened up the Norfolk Broads to wheelchair users.
Have they?
Unbelievable.
Good or bad?
You tell me. You tell me. No, tell me.
Good, is it? Bad.
In wheelchairs who genuinely want to go on the Norfolk Broads. I'd suggest it's 0.0000001%. Is it worth the disruption for largely blameless, able-bodied people?
Okay.
I just watch TV.
Fair play.
Or go on the video, or go on the computer. Loads of things you can do. Now it's time for the very special edition of Tuesday Chat.
It's me, on Alan, on Partridge, it's me, on Alan,
No, I kept singing it over and over. You can tell because on the 5th one, I swallow my mistake. Hello, Alan.
We meet at last.
Indeed we do.
You're looking well.
Thank you.
You've been a professional broadcaster for 28 years.
29, actually.
Yes, you're quite right. Sorry about that.
No matter.
And in that time, what would you say has been your greatest achievement?
I think my consistent resistance to dumbing down. I think, if anything, I've tried to dumb up.
As an experienced interviewer, who has been your toughest interviewee?
I'd have to say Desmond Tutu.
Boosie?
Yes, Chris Akabusi, I mean. We still keep in touch once a week on the phone.
Sounds like fun.
It is.
Tell you what, why don't you take a breather? Let's pick this up a little later when I'll be grilling you on your family.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, it certainly does. Back soon.
Okay.
It's me, on Alan, on I, on Partridge,
on...
What is Alan firing his friend's air rifle into?
That sound again. And again. Line 10, what am I firing my friend's air rifle into?
The sandwich.
Wrong, line 3.
The future?
Are you on an E? Line 6.
Dunno.
Did you call earlier?
Yeah, I did.
Unbelievable. So what the hell's all that about?
No idea, mate.
Seriously?
might have something to do with me.
Why?
It's to do with something I did on the on Branning's show last night.
Well, let's hear it.
Move on.
No, let's hear it.
Move on.
Let's hear it. Seriously.
No, it wouldn't work now.
No, you can't deprive the listeners of mid-morning matters.
On this occasion, I think I should.
Seriously, let's hear it.
He had some night nurse and some day nurse, and so the big joke was, which one should he take, because it's the night time, but he still didn't want to go to sleep. And then the callers started, it's like the later at night, the callers are a bit more sort of zany, so they start calling in and with the other suggestions for nurses and people. And anyway, the point was, someone called in about a mental, about this nurse who kind of scuttles around the wards and is like putting milk into the drips and things, and she's just like toppling people out of beds. And I don't really.
Psychic Simon.
Okay, time for traffic and travel.
Traffic and travel.
Morning, Alan. Oh, gosh, you're right.
It's okay, can't give input.
Yes,
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Yep.
Good to help you.
No, it's fine.
James,
it's fine. It's fine.
You're okay. You're okay.
Nervous.
Are these all yours?
Yeah, mugs, they're coffee mugs. I came in early, so at 4 o'clock because I wanted to be absolutely on the balls.
On the balls.
Are you nervous?
Oh God, no! I've been doing it too long.
Yeah. No, you have, haven't you? I mean, but then where would you go? I mean, the BBC won't let you pass the door if you're over 30.
No.
I suppose there's always songs of praise, isn't there? Songs of praise for you guys.
No, well, no, because that's now presented by young gay men, isn't it? So.
Well, there you go. I mean, ironic. Really. There was a day when they would have been chased out of church with a big stick.
Right, here we go.
And then burnt.
So a bit of banter.
Okay.
This is North Norfolk today.
In case you're wondering if Eddie Shepherd has had his adenoids removed or has finally cut down on the fags, neither is true. You're listening to Alan Partridge. Eddie's adenoids continue to block the vast majority of his nasal passages, and he continues to smoke like a gangster in a 1940s film, who even the other guy...
All week. It's great to have you with us, Alan.
Pleasure to be here.
Very welcome.
Thank you. And thank you. I'm very happy to be on the show. I listen to it every morning.
Oh, do you?
In Cafe Nero, yes. By default. I mean, they pipe it in. So
right.
You provide the soundtrack while I chomp on my egg panini with extra egg.
Mm-hmm.
Extra egg. Right you are. So I have got some big tits for you. Tits. Tits bits. Gobbling tidbits.
Freudian slip there. Oh dear, sorry about that.
I don't know all the fuss is about, really. I mean, they're just pointed sacks of fat on the upper torso of a woman, for goodness sakes. What's the big deal, people? I mean, the mammary. The Independent leads with government in secret spending cuts.
Oh, that's yesterday's paper you got there, Alan.
Right, I've read all yesterday's papers. What am I going to do? And now traffic and travel. Today are fairly normal. I'm being told that there are potentially going to be some hold-ups Nothing major, nothing that I can be specific about at this stage, but generally be vigilant, drive in a normal way, and stay tuned if the roads are icy, but they're not suggesting they are at the moment, though they may be. Just keep your eye, just drive sensibly, for Christ's sakes.
7:03.
Well, it is now, yeah. That was Alison Moyet again. And now for the final choice cut of Partridge on Partridge.
Sounds like two birds copulating.
Now, mate, it's the female and Fernando. He's the other one.
Love them?
Just a bit.
Do they listen to the show?
Yes, they do.
That's not what they told me.
You don't know.
What would be your ideal evening?
I'll tell you what it wouldn't be. Is having a pint of bitter with a traitor.
Come on, Alan, give me a break.
Who said I was talking about you? World doesn't revolve around you.
No, I'm not saying that.
You're not the moon.
Yeah, I thought you said you weren't bothered.
What about your favourite TV show?
Deal or no deal, I'm not bothered.
And why is that?
Anything
Any
else?
reason?
Pioneering use of cannons. You can make love to the guy for all I care. You know, bomb time with Branning. You know, that's been legal since '67.
What's your greatest
You give a break to a lab assistant from Secondary Modern.
Your biggest weakness?
Repays you by taking 30 pieces of Branning silver.
He's not paying me, Alan.
It's a metaphor.
What makes you laugh?
To recap, key strength, courage.
It's health check, I'll pay for the dry cleaning, but if she counts
That's something else. And the answer to what is Alan firing his friend's air rifle into is a beef tomato. And here is Mick Hucknall.
So how is Eddie? I'm so sorry to hear about.
He's struggling, I'm afraid.
Bad news, shadow on the long. We've met before. Abu Hamza, you know the boss-eyed Muslim cleric with a hook for a hand?
Yeah.
We were talking about what other implements he may attach or disattach to his wrists, depending on his moves, if he'll take his hook off.
What about an egg whisk?
And precisely, that was the...
hairdryer.
Oh, that's a good one.
Or an ice scraper for the windscreen on a frosty morning. Genuinely useful. But no, he'd make a great pantomime badding. You. I'd go and see it. As long as it had someone like Phil Mitchell in it, you know, as well. He'd sort him out. Headbutt him. Right.
North Norfolk today with Eddie Shepherd and Terry Cohen.
And Alan Partridge, just to reiterate, Eddie Shepherd isn't with us at the moment. Can we say what's wrong with him?
He's doing all right.
He's doing all right. Touch wood, it's just a small... Abu Hamza, the boss-eyed Muslim cleric with a hook for a hand, suggesting what implements he may put on his wrist in place of his hook. Bronwyn suggested a hairdryer.
So, Councillor, you're a Conservative. What's your view on the coalition?
Well, as you know, of course, we have an outright majority here on the County Council, but as far as Westminster Coalition's concerned... I always think that coalitions can work extremely well as long as there's firm leadership.
Bonnie and Clyde, they were a coalition.
Well, that's good ones and bad ones.
Yes, indeed.
Rose West and her late husband, Frederick.
Well, fortunately, here at Norfolk County Council, we have a majority and so can work alone.
Harold Shipman, champagne. Oh, no, they don't drink, do they? Sorry, I've been up since 4, reading yesterday's papers.
With respect, Councillor, I think our listeners will be more concerned about cuts to public services.
Well, absolutely, Terry, and that's why we've set out proposals to ensure...
Let me take it from here. Throw me the ball. Councillor, you talk a good game.
Adjusted for inflation?
Yes.
Well, the first or the second?
The first.
In that case, that's wrong, because if you look at the figures, the actual spend has remained the same as last year, see?
Yeah, so I understand it. I'm just checking it.
Well, it's there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Another area where we've seen a great deal of public anger is in...
I meant the second one, where the figures are adjusted for inflation.
Well, Alan, we've made no secret of the fact that we're not going to keep pace with inflation. In fact, it's one of the few issues that we have cross-party agreement on, so...
Right.
We've made no secret of the fact that we're going to have to make...
Bus fares.
I'm sorry?
Bus fares. Have you not put up bus fares?
As we said in our manifesto...
Up bus fares.
In line with inflation, we have had to keep pace...
Yes or no? Have you put up bus fares?
In our manifesto...
Have you put up bus fares?
Yes, but only
yes,
in as
but
much...
yes, but yes. Yeah. Thank you. If you want to see that interview back from what you said earlier, so 1-0
It's 10 a.m.
It's just after 10 a.m. You have been listening to Alan Partridge with special guest Tory Bronwyn Matthews. Who's
Tory Councillor Bronwyn Matthews.
Yeah, her, and what's your name?
Terry Cohen.
Terry Cohen. Get well soon to Eddie Shadder. Right now, you're listening to Mid-Morning Matters with Alan Partridge. See ya.
Take a cup of personality, pour in some chat, and drink up some good company. i.e. Mid-Morning Matters with Alan Partridge.
Good evening, morning, afternoon. Who cares? Who gives a flying monkey? Because today we're Taro's hula hoops, the crisps, not the toy. Hula hoops, the toy, not the crisp. Swimming pools with deep ends and asbestos. We'll be asking, should we bring some and or all of them back? So do please text, Twitter, spam, fax, page, right, and or email.
Here he is.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Planning a trip to Beck. What an absolute privilege it is to have you. I think it's our first internet millionaire, whatever you are, in the studio. So absolutely delighted.
Well, no, ditto. My pleasure. Thrilled, really.
Can I also say, what a fantastic handshake. That is actually one of the best handshakes. Yeah. Firm, soft, warm, dry. The firmness, the softness, and just working on the dryness. So, is that right?
Good.
Right. Okay.
Am I in your seat?
No,
sorry.
God, no, absolutely no. God, no, we don't care about the old all that seat shit. Can't stand those people who are like, oh, don't sit in my seat. No.
Good.
No, that'll be fine.
This is good.
That's why I'm just going to sweep tweets like that. That. Actually, do you mind? I think we're a bit too club-freakish facially.
Okay, just... Yeah.
No way. What? Billy No Cash? Because joining me now is an internet entrepreneur who made his first million by the age of 19, sold his first business to Microsoft at the age of 22, is on the board of no less than 12 companies, and has most recently created a new business networking tool dubbed the Facebook of corporate finance. Sorry for the silly voice there. And today...
Introduction.
You can pop that down there. You don't need to keep that near your gob. Bits, bytes, RAM, bugs, worms, cookies, reboot, download, clear cache, do not filter results, and clear history. We are all familiar with computer terminology.
Dongles.
Dirty get.
I think most importantly, Alan, is that we don't get bogged down with terminology. Yes? Technology has to work for people. Computers work for us. We don't work for them.
Yes.
Yet.
Yes. No, that's absolutely. No,
Yeah.
if we got to keep an eye on them, though, those ruddy things, bloody computer, yeah.
Will Smith.
Oh, I see. Or Asimov, who wrote the
book.
Yes.
Yeah, I prefer the film.
Really?
Not having read the book.
Ah.
I know you're a people person. I can tell that straight away. Do you know why? I'll tell you why, Daniel. It's because you use people's Christian names. You came in and you used mine. You used Simon's. I never call him by his name.
I like to think that I see people for who they are.
What I've got embossed on my business card is everything I do. I leave nothing to chance. Business consultant, internet, just internet.
Right. Well, it's...
after dinner speaker, before dinner speaker, and then some unusual descriptions.
You've got attitude challenger. And
that's one of the things I do. In fact, I've got one happening soon at Somerset House. I hope you're not going to come along and break that. You're going to come and smash that down.
No. In fact, when I realised that was an ambiguous term, I was really upset, genuinely upset, because I am the last person that would do anything to harm a business convention. You know,
I don't know. I think what you're trying to convey, Alan, is that you are someone who likes to think outside the box.
Yeah. It's that simple. That's what I should have written on the bloody card. Out of the box thinker. That's all.
I should add it on.
You can pop that down there.
Yep.
Daniel, to continue my out of the box thinking.
People call me a workaholic. Alan, it's not true.
Dicks.
Well, I mean, entitled to their opinion, but no, it's not true. To me, Alan, it's fun. I wake up every morning and I'm excited.
I get that from time to time.
You dirty gat. How can someone like, let's say, I don't know, money,
No.
property?
No.
Do you own a quarry?
No.
Gold!
People!
Oh, God! Give me another one.
Because you see, people...
There was a game.
People are what
I know
really...
people make all the difference. Yes, I understand that. Yeah, I don't mean him. If anything, he's a disappointment. You should see him eat. It looks like he's had a stroke.
Okay.
What about weekends? Tell us about these away days you do.
Yes. I organise these weekends where we get a group of people together and we do an activity. We have fun and we talk. We inspire each other. It can be anything. It can be grouse shooting. It could be say one good idea. Mission accomplished.
That's fantastic.
Last weekend we actually we went around Brands Hatch.
Sorry, I was a bit sort of Chinese. Brands Hatch. Sorry, I was a bit racist. It's funny, isn't it? You do a Chinese voice, it annoys some people. You do a black man's voice, all hell breaks loose. Explain that. You can't. They're both racist. But I would love to come up. I mean, I'm in the top tax-paying bracket of all time.
Well, we often leave a space open, for left field thinkers. We've had an RAF pilot. We've had Shami Chakrabarti from Liberty.
Never heard of her.
We've had a Paralympian, which was special.
It's kind. What about a radio DJ?
That's very hitting stuff and is able to do the quiz shows.
Yeah, all fails at both, just depending on your point of view. But I would be delighted to step in to the gap of one week on your away days.
He's not serious.
No, I'm not serious. I'm a Norfolk Range Rover franchise and 2 PE teachers.
2?
At least.
Is that 4 people on a 3-person hovercraft?
Read my business card.
After dinner speaker.
Rule breaker. It's written on the back. Something up earlier, I suggested that I was in a top tax band. Slight mistake there. I basically earn about a quarter of what I said earlier. And now the news Gifford. The news with Chris Gifford.
Thanks, Alan. And the main story.
You're laughing at me. What's going on? All right, so the tax office didn't phone in. What? All right, okay. Fair enough. That's all have a laugh at that. I'm far too expensive. Dick, mate. I'll tell you something else. Don't you ever do something like that again. I will make sure you will never work in Norfolk Radio. North Norfolk. And I am Alan Partridge. You're listening to Good Morning Matters with Alan Partridge.
And sidekick Simon. We cool, are we? We're all right.
Yeah, sure. This is Clannad. Today we're talking forced celebrity breeding. If you could take 2 famous...
Hello, Alan. I'd go for Stephen Hawking and Pamela Anderson. Then you create a beautiful genius.
Or a disabled lifeguard.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah. And I'll tell you something, Duncan, you wouldn't be able to sack them. Not these days.
I actually saw you in a petrol station, Alan, about a year ago.
Did you?
Yeah, you looked quite angry.
That was When Smokey Sings from ABC. We know the rest. It's the alphabet. Webcam voyeurs. Hello. You may be aware that I'm sitting in the presence of Zoe Scott. Great to have you on the team, Zoe.
Lovely to be your new sidekick, Alan.
What? Some sort of say sidekick. It was probably more like,
BJ. No, that sounds a bit rude.
You're a breath of fresh air. You really are. And the same time tomorrow, it's the semi-finals of our religious debating competition, Creed Crunch, which sees last year's winner, Islam, face Hinduism after the Hindus knocked out Christianity in the quarters. Should be a lot of fun. Please, can we not of me? And Steve Doran, for some reason.
The weatherman?
Yeah. Well, I think this is like the sound of his voice. Okay, here's the weather with Steve Doran. Welcome, Polly.
Hi, Alan. So, if you just try and enjoy it, and we try and keep the conversation quite informal.
Yeah, but not too informal. I mean, it's not Nigel Pinsent's in depth, but neither or in your responses, then Zoe or I will jump in.
Yeah, like polyfiller.
Polyfiller, yeah, very good. Yeah, very good. So you're quite clever.
I do okay.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Okay, let's do it. I'm joined by agony aunt Polly Maplin. Hello, Polly.
Hi, Alan.
Our first caller wishes to remain anonymous, which in my experience, bliss. Some people think that's Latin for irritable bowel syndrome. It's actually Latin for just the Queen's sad year. Sorry.
Go on, my love.
Okay, I'm a bit frightened of my husband, and I know he's been abusive in previous relationships, and he's recently started to behave that way towards me.
She's anonymous. You can call her what you like. Sissy.
Listen to me, darling. It's never, ever acceptable for a man to be abusive. Ever.
Can I just clarify something? Sissy, your husband, did he hit you, or was it just a shove?
Why the distinction? I don't follow.
Well, I'm on your side. I know I'm Abdul since 1978, even in Scotland. But a shove...
A shove is absolutely not acceptable.
Okay. I don't mean it's a thorn bush or a skip full of broken fluorescent tubing. I mean just, in the corridor, onto the carpet.
No, abuse is abuse. I mean, it doesn't even have to be physical.
When I was giving my wife driving lessons, and I said, Jesus, there's a kid, you dozy cow! That you're saying that's abuse, whereas I simply think I was trying to save the life of a child. Next caller.
So, a quick email here from Samantha, who says that she has fat arms.
Oh, Samantha. I mean, a lot of balls, an impossible ideal to attain.
It is, absolutely. Samantha, I'm sure your arms are absolutely fine. She's got an attachment here. So, oh my God, they are vast. Wow.
Alan.
That's, I've got to send this to Jonathan Ross.
Okay, and, we've got a letter here from Lucinda. Maintain an erection, and I'm worried it's my fault. What shall I do?
Well, it's actually very common in younger men, much more so than people realise.
Yeah.
And, of course, we're lucky now to have Viagra.
Yeah, but although do not exceed the stated dose.
So, you've suffered from that, have you, Alan?
No.
Well, a lot of men have. I mean, it's nothing to...
I remembered I hadn't renewed my tax disc, but once I put a quick call into the DVLA, lovemaking could begin in anger.
I think it's all about making sure the conditions are right.
There have been times when I've been more rubbery than turgid. I mean, you can't just summon up tumescence like room service.
Just to help them relax.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, it's all about mood. Take the phone off the hook.
Mm-hmm.
Put on some easy listening, Carpenter's Enya, and of course, make sure the heating's on.
Okay, got another email here from Paul in Swatham on forced celebrity breeding.
Absolutely. Minogue provides the size, Dickinson provides the requisite skin tone and expression.
Okay, and now it's time for more forced celebrity breeding. I've got Ibrahim on line 1.
I was hoping to speak to Polly, actually.
Polly's nipped out, I'm afraid.
Oh, okay. It's just I've been going out with this girl for...
Out, mate, I did say.
No, you don't understand. I really love this woman, and without her, my life is empty. I think the time has come for me to end it.
Okay, Polly. Okay, hey, listen, stay calm. Ibrahim. I know what you're going through.
Really?
Updates as we're contractually bound, and it is nearly 1:15.
Oh, forget about it. Don't worry.
Well, okay, all right, I won't do it. I won't do it.
You don't understand, do you?
I do. I'll tell you something, okay? So I'll tell you something I've never told anyone before. In summer 1980, I was on a country road. I was driving a car at the time, I must add that.
A horse?
Yes, I'd shattered both its legs. Well, two of them. It had four. I didn't know what to do. In the end, after phoning the RSPCA and putting on a Scottish accent, I wandered home, past the slow-moving eastbound. Yeah, I'm spinning plates here, mate, I'll be honest. Polly, thank goodness I've got a sad Arab on line 3.
Hello, Ibrahim. Polly here, my love. How can I help you?
It's my girlfriend. She told me she doesn't love me anymore, and I'm thinking of ending the relationship.
Well?
Wait, you're not going to kill yourself?
No.
Abraham.
Ibrahim.
I've got a letter here from Katie in King's Lynn. She says that her grandmother died over a year ago and she still cries every day.
Oh, well, Katie, you must remember, my darling, that there's nothing wrong with crying.
It wouldn't be much good to her, though, if she takes baths.
No, you can cry underwater. As long as you can hold your breath. I find 30-second bursts are more than ample for the problems I encounter.
What sort of problems do you encounter?
I use short burst underwater crying for lots of things. Like, say, when I think about Barney. Barney the dog. He can balance footballs on the end of his nose. I buried him in the back garden.
Were you alone?
People offered to help, but I wanted to do it by myself.
The alphabet from A to Z, it's Alan and Zoe.
Sunshine, Zoe Scott.
Speaking of sunshine, Alan, have you treated yourself to a sunbed last night?
No.
What about a spray tan?
Don't think so.
Morning, everyone. You're listening to MMM with ZS and AP or ZAP.
Actually, you've got such a lovely, engaging way with people. You really have. Read copy.
Yeah, pretty soon we'll be bickering all the time. You'll be drinking too much.
Hey, yeah, and then you'll get jealous of my career and run off with a fitness instructor. No thanks. Been there, done that, got the T-shirt. Well, she got the T-shirt. Got the shit off her back. Really did. Fucking witch.
Well, I just found that when she strayed from historical fact, that...
I found that Mantle's main characters are scorchingly well rendered. And the sharp-clawed machinations are presented with non-stop verve in a book that can compress a wealth of incisiveness into a very few well-chosen words.
Just word for word what it says on the back of
That's my book of the week. That's Hilary Mantle's Wolf Hall. Oh!
Gosh, it's not quite the same.
This is raspberry, definitely.
Yeah.
How would you describe that?
I would say that's like strawberries and cream.
It is it's like a strawberry milkshake.
Yes, it is.
I would drink you dry. I would...
Very good.
I'm down to your boots.
Oh, God.
I'm still thirsty.
Alan, you do really remind me of my dad. You know, you'd really like him.
Well, I love dads. I am a dad. I've got a dad. Well, I had a dad.
Oh, what was he like?
What was he like, my dad? I remember one birthday he bought me this big red cake in the shape of... I remember he came up and said, "Delivery for Mr. Partridge." I was so excited. I banged into the table and, oops, the cake went everywhere. My dad walked up to me. He said, "You will never amount to anything." He said, "You're that to me." Imagine saying that to a 7-year-old kid.
Alan, that's terrible.
That's like this. And I was glad. This is a little itty-bitty of scritty-pility. What you got in your iPod, Zoe?
I have got a bit of Mumford and Sons, a bit of Kings of Leon.
Do you like Kate Bush?
It's all right.
All right, she got more talent than a little finger than I've got in my entire arms. Here again, the man with the child in his eyes. That could be, Oh, he's here again. Man with a child in his eyes. Oh, he's here again. Man with a child in his eyes. Oh, the camp one.
Yeah, look at
Oh, he's here again. Man with a child in it.
Okay, but how do you think she actually meant it?
Oh, he's here again. The man with the child in his eyes.
That one was about you, Alan.
This is Terry Jack's Sears.
Onto the subject of boots, and you had never heard of Uggs.
I thought you were talking caveman language, ooga booga looga, or some sort of witch doctor voodoo sort of, ooh, booga booga, me meant lady leg, with blood from monkey and milk from another monkey. Well, time for traffic and travel.
Traffic and travel.
I'm supposed to be having this boring but very important friend of mine who's he's got the whole of the franchise for the Norfolk Range Rover dealership and Cambridge for his sins. By the way, if you ever want to borrow a Range Rover, give me 6 months' notice or exceed 500 miles, bring it back with a full tank. And obviously organise your own insurance. You're over 25, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I said. I said she's over 25. I said she looks younger. she's over 25. Yeah. Just, apart from that, fill your Uggs. What did you want it for again?
I don't.
Oh, yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, he's like I say, he's a big cheese poo in a pond, in a small pond. Big fish. Oh, big fish, not cheese. What's wrong with you, you nutter?
Again.
Yeah, again, two suicides. Yeah, you really are like a breath of fresh air, Zoe. You're honest to God. That's 2 stuffed up your nose and... No, just that. And you'd still have a breath of fresh air.
Alan, if I wanted to ward off vampires, I'd just use my crucifix. Alan, I'd just drive a stake through your heart.
You already bloody have. It's goodbye from me.
And cheerio.
Again, mid-morning, mattered. Lovely. Weirdest thing, I just got a text from my Range Rover guy.
Mm-hmm.
His wife has broken a kneecap.
Oh, God.
I know. It's so I just lucrative business meetings are one thing, but what's more important is looking after the people you love. Yeah.
So what are you going to do instead?
I'll just go home and finish off reading The Lovely Bones. Yeah, it's a sad book, but it's sad in a sad way.
I need a box of tissues by the bed.
I've already got a box of tissues. I do sometimes have a fantasy where I just get on the next plane to the US and I retrain as an air marshal. Yeah. Sometimes I think I'd love to see out my days, travelling back and forth on US domestic airlines whilst carrying a concealed firearm.
Wow.
What about you?
Oh, totally. I mean, that's why I'm going travelling. Oh, I'll write you a postcard. Apparently the beaches are amazing. They've got these huts, and you can just dive straight into the sea from your hut.
Splashing and splushing and working up an appetite for a breakfast fit for the man from Dolmont. It's basically a quality controller for a tinned food conglomerate.
Yeah, and then seeing out the sunset with cocktails.
Then curl up in a double-sized hammock. Actually, I just realised I've still got the reservation.
My flatmate has got my sunglasses, Alan. I'm really sorry. I've got a memory. Sick.
Just realised, actually, I've still got a reservation at the restaurant. Maybe we just have a dine together?
Well, my friends have just texted and they set me up on some ridiculous blind date with some doctor.
So much to be controlled as to control, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love with all my heart. Make me a channel of your peace, and so on and so forth. That was our hymn of the day. It's 10 a.m. Yabba dabba doo. Sorry, I did Jimmy Savile there.
Sir.
Yes, no, of course, yeah, absolutely. Sir Jimmy Savile, the disgraced knight of the realm. And a quick correction, yesterday I read out a text saying that estrogen was a kind of gas used to blow up balloons. Of course it isn't. It's a hormone used by women to perform a number of tasks relating to...
Large question.
If you could invite anyone to a dinner party, who would it be, dead or alive?
Well, I'd probably go for alive.
Well... Seriously, though, who would they be?
Well, I got them here. I would have Cubby Broccoli, Jasper Carrot, Mary Berry, Jack Lemon and Mr Bean, just to make sure I definitely got my 5 a day. Who would you have at yours?
Jesus Christ. Margaret Thatcher, Dennis Thatcher, Carol Thatcher, and Mark Thatcher. So
Just, it would be Jesus and the Thatcher family?
Yeah.
I have a tweet from Nigel Farage.
Oh, he'd get battered. We're talking dream dinner party guests. Line 4, Nathaniel.
I'd have a banquet at Hampton Court Palace with Alexander the Great, Ronald Reagan, Winston Churchill, Noel Edmonds, Mozart, the Crankies,
What people?
Attila the Hun.
People, and most of them are already dead.
Well, Noel Edmonds isn't. He's still very much at large.
Right, so the other guests are merely bait for Edmonds.
Precisely, yeah.
But you'd be destroying a national monument.
Well, I've thought of other venues, but I need to be absolutely sure that Edmonds will attend, and my research tells me that if it's hosted at Hampton Court Palace, then he'll definitely...
Right, yeah, no, in the current climate.
It's Operation Newtree.
Yeah.
He'd be assaulting both a woman and a minor.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, excellent. I like it. It's a clean kill. Do call again, Nathaniel. Line 3, Jez, who's coming to dinner?
Oh, that I don't give a toss about dinner.
Is it already easy?
That guy kills foxes, and you didn't challenge him on a single thing he said. It was totally one-sided. If you want me to Photoshop your face onto the picture...
So, are you quiet because you're angry, or is he quiet because he's angry?
He's gone.
Fine. Colby, I'm your stepfather, and that accords me certain rights. Yes, she's your mother, but she's also my bird. I just don't see why I should take the blame, because... Colby, he's not on an oil rig. He's in the Cotswolds. I mean, even the noise he made sounded like a siren. How's about that? Almost...
Maybe it was there was a part of his brain that...
Ugh. Coming up, a chance to win a free CD from Jazzy Jeff and the French Prince.
French Prince, is it?
It's a
French, maybe?
Prince.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, well, of course, well, they're all Republicans, aren't they? And if you're a Frenchman claiming to be a prince, you'd be certainly very soon end up being beheaded by a revolting peasant. Joining me today, someone else who presumably finds peasants revolting, off a cunt.
Oh, careful how you say that one.
Why? It's traditionally a time of intense shouting from both sides of the hunting debate, be it the grunted chant of the balaclava or the reasoned oratory of the North Norfolk huntsmen and women. I see the point you're making. Yeah, on the advice of the ugly scenes last year when I think a lord got thumped. Please welcome Sir Cecil Phillips. That wasn't you, was it?
No, I'm not a lord.
Oh, thank
many
thanks for having me here. An honour and a privilege. Now, your message to the protesters is quite simple.
It is, yes.
It's look. You've had your say.
We don't share the views of the anti-hunt lobby. We do respect their right to disagree with what we're saying.
The right to be heard, sure. But if they cross the line, there are 1,000 Countryside Alliance boys ready to go.
Well, the Countryside Alliance is really a lobbying organisation.
And how? It's what the National Trust would be if it grew up there.
No, the point I'd really like to get across is that if you try to sell...
Clever. Horses are animals.
Yeah.
Snookered.
Well, maybe they should play snooker. No one gets hurt in snooker.
What? Have you seen Minder? Minder was a television programme many years ago when a rather vulgar chap from ITV would gallivant around London, resuming more. Another ITV, by the way, is the channel that used to show the commercial. You don't need to know about that.
Traffic and travel, sponsored by Castrol.
TNT on the A17, a truck has overturned, shedding its load of Pampers over both carriageways. Sounds like the setup to a joke, doesn't it?
The police don't...
Later on, we'll be talking about corner shop fizzy drinks and asking what part of multi-pack not to be sold separately don't they understand. And talking of fizz, I've got to give a big shout out to our new MD, Craig Felbridge, who this morning was absolutely fizzing with ideas. He was like a one-man soda stream. Honestly, I felt so...
carbonated. Crazy.
Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pip, 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 pop. You know, yeah, you get the picture.
Oh, yeah.
But what a speaker.
Yeah, brilliant.
You know, 20% Steve Jobs, 10% Jesus, 50% Peter Sissons, a splash of Gandhi, don't need to measure that. If you were a quarter of the man, in my opinion, that's fractions.
Thank you, fractions.
Okay. Time for some music. This band is the words I said to my girlfriend last week on her birthday. UB40.
I've never seen you like this. I thought it was because petrol prices have gone down.
Have they?
No.
Oh. Anyway, this guy Craig is one sod of a good MD. He wants new ideas. He said everyone says...
Is that it?
Yeah. Oh. You know, he said everyone's opinions are valid, even the bin men's. Although that may have been a joke. Craig, it's Alan. Yeah, I know you're busy. I just wanted to... Almost beautiful. And I mean that because what you'll find out about me is I don't mince my words. Any communications from me will be completely unminced. It'll be solid, but sliced. I mean, you know, manageable, but still, you know, identifiable as some sort of meat. No, you said you wanted ideas, and after the meeting, I was so fizzy. Oh, Craig, that's great. Thank you. Oh, you're not going to regret this, Craig. This is really... I've written loads of episodes, Craig. I'll tell you about them another time. But the last one is very good. It's got an argument in a car park. No, you're busy, Craig. Craig. It's fine. You're a busy man, Craig. Craig, you're a busy man. Okay. You're listening to Alan Partridge. Alan's balanced debate. It's genuinely balanced. Norfolk. Hello. Joined in the interest of impartiality on my left by none other than Simon Denton. Simon, I believe your girlfriend is a vegetarian.
Yes.
Great. Well, Simon will be replacing his jester hat with a protester hat, which often frequently a jester's hat. Simon Denton, you oppose fox hunting. Why?
Just think it's cruel to the foxes.
Foxes can be pretty unpleasant. I think we have a very romanticised idea of foxes. If you'd ever been in a chicken coop after a fox attack...
Yes, Simon Denton. Foxes, they're thieving bastards. If a fox was a human being, it'd be David Starkey. A real git of a guy.
They always talk about the inside of a chicken coop, but foxes are animals at the end of the day. They're not evil. They're just looking for food. They're just
for livelihood.
Precisely. Simon Denton, he's saying... Foxes are screwing the farmers, and meanwhile they're being defended by soap dodging, meat dodging, job dodgers.
No, I did not say that. No,
he didn't say that. He's saying, "Whoa, you're putting words in my mouth, big time. Back off."
No, I'm saying fox numbers need to be controlled.
Answer him. You just look like bloody pillars.
Look, I won't deny that our pageantry we take seriously, but you can't just turn up in jeans.
Hey, that's a good point.
It's not like some teenage pursuit like Laser Quest.
You can't just turn up in jeans. Well, hang on a second. Laser Quest is not a teenage pursuit. I quest with a round tabler who served in Northern Ireland. Sometimes he gets flashbacks. I have to talk him down over a milkshake.
It's different.
If society
sure will cope.
Well, I think you'd be overrun by sheer weight of numbers.
Exactly. If the working classes all rise up as one, then you are done for, mate.
You're a communist.
We have horses.
Yeah, horses, I'm sorry, in an inner-city war zone will be all but useless.
End up roasting on a spit in the middle of the precinct.
Yeah, in some sort of post-apocalyptic vision of hell.
Yeah, where the hunter becomes the hunted.
You can run, but you can't hide. Sure, you ditch your red...
What, mate?
Yeah, and yes, and you say, Yeah, spiffing. Oh, wagwan. But the game's up. By nightfall, you and Leopold are swinging from a lamppost. Your bugle stuck up your backside. So the last gas is escaping from your body. Make a bleakly comic noise. So you've at least found some common ground. Cecil, your dream dinner party guests.
Norfolk Digital.
I like that one, the silencer.
Would you like to go and buy an air rifle, boys?
Do you think they'd like air rifles?
Definitely.
Of course, they're from a broken home. Also, of course, the protesters, what they very rarely point out, is the welfare of the beagles. Some of the abuse these dogs are subject to by these so-called law-abiding protesters. Bad dog! Bad dog! Bad dog! I mean, that's going to affect the...
They're very well-trained, highly intelligent dogs.
Yeah. Which is presumably why you use them. I mean, you're not going to get very far if you with a poodle or a
corgi.
A corgi.
You wouldn't get very far down the road. Corgi going face to face with a fox.
absolutely shit itself. Pathetic. Well, God willing, this year you'll be left alone to rid your land of... yes.
No, come on, guys. You can't begrudge someone, peaceful protest.
And I think he's talking about these types to a sleeping bag,
placards
hanging from trees,
placards with no official font.
Exactly, they're just
squished in.
All that is all bunched up. The kerning's wrong. I'd like to see them run a business for the last 5 buying them.
Well, what I would say is it's a very traditional pursuit, and it's with a very, very welcoming atmosphere.
Right, so anyone's welcome. So.
Well, within reason. I mean, we don't want to welcome any old Tom, Dick and Harry.
Absolutely. Although Tom, Dick and Harry, of course, very popular names amongst huntsfolk.
We have lots of names.
You can't welcome every Carl, Lee and...
Lees.
We have a Leopold.
Yeah, you shouldn't have said that. Okay, time for some middle-of-the-road music. She's got diamonds and a nice big bum. It's Jennifer Lopez.
Sidekick Simon's Cryptic Confectionery.
I am chocolate placed on Saddam's head.
Bounty?
Yes, stop shout. Skittles is right. And final question. You wait all day for one of my nougat/chocolate concoctions, then 3 come along at once.
Can I ask you a question, Elaine? Do you like drama on the radio?
Well, I don't hear many of them, to be honest, Alan.
Then let me tell you a story. It's Boxing Day, 7 a.m, and I am in the David Lloyd shower round. I pat it around, and as the plume settles, he looks at me and says, "Why is there no drama on regional radio?" I said, "Sebastian, I'm ashamed to say I don't have an answer to that question," and I ran home at top speed and wrote a play for radio. It was only the next day that I realised I'd left my car there. So.
I didn't realise you fancied yourself as a playwright.
Well, yes.
Thanks, Elaine.
Not sure.
So please stay tuned, because later on we will be presenting the world premiere of A Chill Breeze or A Glowering Glassblower. This Way Comes, because everyone has a story in them, don't they? You have a story in you, I'm sure.
Yeah, I do. I've been trying to write a short story about... She's got a new family now, so I don't blame her if she doesn't want to.
Exactly. Everyone has a story in them, but right now, with the time at midday, or 12:12, let's have some music. They perfectly describe the council's proposal to build affordable housing on Greenbelt land. This is madness. And now... Britain's cows have started lying down in different directions, causing rural panic. The government appeals for calm, but maverick scientist Jim Hannigan suspects foul play.
Professor Hannigan? Professor Hannigan?
Yes?
Are you esteemed Professor Hannigan?
Last time I checked my...
Even approaching the man they'd ostracized. How can I be sure it's you?
You'll notice I shook your hand quite badly.
Of course. You're missing fingers.
What's happened to his fingers?
Hannigan's fingers are based on a guy I knew used to work the engine crane at Longbridge, and they're supposed to wear gauntlets. But
London cocktail party with the cream of the world's scientific...
he got caught having a bubble bath with a boy in the 90s, so his confidence has taken a bit of a knock. But he's still very good, and his rate's gone through the floor.
Hello, Hannigan.
Professor Jim Kelvin Hannigan, if you don't mind.
So you're playing Hannigan?
I mean, a few actors read for the part. A guy called Mark Rylance.
Yes.
Yeah, he was spectacularly good, but he wasn't Hannigan.
Professor Hawking is
And it's like the universe.
How do you mean?
It's ever expanding.
You know the universe is ever expanding.
Yeah.
I don't have to stand for this. I'm going over there.
Nice one, Hawks. Sometimes I wish I was disabled but clever with a robot voice.
I cannot wait.
Traffic and travel.
Driver, turn up the radio.
Due to a major incident, all roads in and out of the south of Norwich have been shut by police.
What the hell's this?
Hello, Sarah. Do you know what the red light outside means?
No girls allowed.
Broadcasting.
Who said you could play it?
Craig, who said you could pass round a sponsorship form for your daughter's fun run?
What was that last bit?
Oh, that was just part of the drama.
My groin burns for you.
It's just a romantic subplot. All good dramas have them.
I'm going to kiss you, so you'd better open your mouth very wide. Yeah.
Clear up that traffic report now, or I'll have you taken off the air.
Fine. And put me down for 50 quid if your daughter manages to leave herself round the course. I'll take that back.
Yeah.
On my text, it says that the only road closed into Norwich is in actual fact the A417. Other than that, everything's clear as a bell. Yep, that's your travel. Oh, that's nice. Let me just slip these socks off.
Slip these socks off.
You like my French underwear?
Happy now?
Take it up.
Nini Kazan.
That's okay. I discarded my underpants ages ago.
I'm going to spin on. This is Alan Partridge. We're a little short of time, so I'll summarise to the end of the scene. Hannigan and Sarah make love. Hannigan more than satisfies her. His missing fingers are no impediment to this because he has these implements that he screws on. He's got wake up. They do it again. Again, he satisfies her. Again, the toy box. So we join them post-brunch, trying to find a way around the police roadblocks, the fictional police roadblocks.
We need to get to the field with the lying down cows. I'm going to go off-road.
I do all the animal noises.
The only car you'll ever need. Range Rover.
This sec, are you promoting Range Rover?
No, I'm not promoting Range Rover. No, I know the rules. The guy happens to drive a Range Rover. End of.
So what do you think of the Range Rover anyway?
In a word,
ambivalent.
I've never felt so
neutral.
To pay for 3 years.
Alan, I've spoken to Craig. You've got 1 more minute and then it comes off.
Fine. Hello, I'm going to spool on to the final scene. It's a press conference. The next day, Dooley thinks he's going to humiliate Hannigan, but Hannigan is ready to play his ace. It's ace. Listen.
And in conclusion, I can now end this press conference will end in 5, 4, 3, 2...
there is one, actually.
What? Damn it. It's Hannigan.
If someone did produce evidence, wouldn't that prove you quite wrong?
Where is this evidence?
It's here, in this jar.
Oh, good God.
Like hot gravy thickens. Let us know what you think of a chill wind or a glowering glass view. You know the rest. And yes, the inbox has gone crazy. Best play ever, says Jill. John in North Walsham says, I'm sure at the idea stage it was great. Thanks very much. John.
And Toby in Walsham says, I think theatre is just for puffs and women.
Yeah, well, it's not for everyone, but do keep your views coming in. If the government was behind him and the book depository was how far away?
180 feet.
180 feet.
Then the bullet would have reached the president before the sound of the bang.
Well, that makes sense. But circling back to your theory that he was killed by the Scottish Secret Service?
No, that's the last guy. This is Jews.
Ah, yes. You're saying he was killed by a gang of Jews.
spot on.
I'm going to cut you short there, Bill. I think it's a fantastic theory. In the meantime, if anyone wants to join our spin-off debate on ballistics and field weaponry, please head to the North Norfolk Digital chat room. I'm normally there from 3 p.m. to the wee small hours.
North Norfolk Digital is available anywhere in the world. It's global radio with an Anglian swagger, bringing Norwich to Nigeria, Swaffham to Scotland.
It's all up, though, isn't it, that Cromer might one day fall to the Russians.
Sounds like a Frederick Forsyth novel in the making.
Yeah, the Norfolk fracture.
The Red Peninsula.
Yes, that sounds quite alarming, doesn't it? The seaside town of Cromer has fallen to the Russians.
All roads to Cromer are now closed.
This is not a drill, but they've forgotten to put their parkas on. It's cold play. I used to have a parka. I miss parkas.
You should buy one then.
I'm going to.
Thursday Morning Matters Book Club.
A virtual get-together where we talk about a book we've read that week. Saul Harris can't be with us. So in his stead/shoes, we have Rosie Witter.
Hello.
Webcam voyeurs may recognise Rosie as our resident wine expert.
I am indeed.
Have you been drinking this morning?
No.
A little snifter before you left the house?
No.
My girl. That's Rosie Witter. Joining us on the phone, we have Edith in Rackheath. Hello, Edith.
Hello.
And on email, we're joined by Andrew in Docking. Are you there, Andrew?
Andrew says yes.
Excellent. And in the studio, Partridge. That's the club. Let's get to the nub. The first multi-platform radio-based book club broadcast in the whole of East Anglia.
We're dragging book clubs into the 21st century, kicking and screaming.
Sounds painful.
Not like an abduction, more like a child who doesn't want to be measured for new shoes. Rosie.
Right, so the book to read this week was Wilds.
Or a different website that pays its taxes.
Come on. It's a good business model. Cheap books, happy shareholders, and the boss is stinking rich. Hats off.
With questionable practices.
Simon, you can't please all the people all the time. That's what China tried to do. Look what happened there. Now you can only have one baby. And if it's a girl, tough luck.
Which moves us nicely onto Wild Swans.
Does it? Yeah. Next you'll be complaining that Amazon make people in their warehouses run too quickly to fetch...
Of that, Alan? Hope you lose a few pounds.
Off. But Rosie makes a good point. You would slow down deliveries in the short term, but in the long term, you tackle one of the biggest killers of our times.
Shipment.
Obesity.
You could have them running around for books that don't exist. Babysitting by King Herod.
Marriage Guidance by Henry VIII.
If you have any other ideas, because I'm going to make unlikely book titles today's quality question.
Oh, that is quality.
Well, it looks like Mummy P and Baby P have finally pushed Daddy P too far. It's the Black-Eyed Peas. Let's clear the air. The real reason people have a go at Bernie Eccleston is because he has the furniture.
No, he does business with torturers.
Precisely. I mean, he's so small he could barely pick up a cattle prod. He wears kids' clothing. Watch out for him next time there's a wet Grand Prix. His wellies have got Spider-Man on.
Yeah, but you can't explain his highly convoluted tax arrangements.
No, which is why we have to...
Shut up and move on.
Now, we're all familiar with charities. I donated a jacket to them only last week. I didn't have an arm, but then I thought, yeah, perfect. But today we're going local, and we mean to raise £3,000 for Addiction Action. Addiction can take many forms, from booze to drugs to, quite simply, having it off.
Michael Douglas.
Yes, that's indeed if it was sex addiction, and could quite simply have been the guy was very, very ran.
Gary in Aylsham says he's trying to sell his old-style Volkswagen Beetle called Gertie, and if he can get £400 for it, he'll donate it all to our appeal.
That's very generous. Volkswagen Beetle drivers were always...
characters.
Well-meaning fools. And here are you two, who seem to be describing my search for a new washer-dryer. I still haven't found what I'm looking for.
I didn't know you were into your charities.
I wasn't. But it's a great brand builder. Yeah. You do your bit for charity, you get what Richard Curtis calls goodwill splashback.
Oh, like a good karma.
Yeah. He explained it to me the other day. He said, this is for you, and now this is for me.
On the streets of Norwich.
Janie used to be a teacher. Now she's a bum with booze in her veins.
Tristram's story.
I started taking coke when I first became a hedge fund manager.
Tristram missed out on his bonus last year. His dreams of a bigger house in tatters.
Thank you, Alan.
Thank you, Alan.
Thanks, Al, for putting your hands across Norfolk.
That's all £1,300 for Norwich-based charity Addiction Action. Got some banana in my mouth.
Swallow it.
Okay, Simon, what's the tot up?
Yeah, well, we're looking good. We are already at 610 English pounds.
Put that in context for any listening addicts.
Yep, that is roughly 150 pints of lager, or 8.
And hey, what a great bunch of listeners. I mean, I think I stepped on a hornet's nest last year when I suggested Norwich was ready for a Blacktown crier, but you cannot fault their generosity. Okay, online now we have an addict who wishes to remain anonymous, so we've disguised their voice. Hello, caller. What's your story?
I'm addicted to gambling.
Sound guy said it'd be fine.
Sorry, I'm getting quite emotional.
It's all right, mate. Take your time. So, your wife had left you?
My husband. I'm a woman.
Of course. Sorry, yes, of course, men don't sell wool. Listen, love, I think we're going to have to cut this short. The voice distorter's bending your gender. It's also making you sound like a villain from a faraway galaxy. Could you simply say, soon your planet will be mine? Quick clarification, there's been some panic at a care home with listeners worried that Russia has taken over Cromer. That's my fault for making it sound like a news report. The Russians have not taken over Cromer.
That we know of.
Yes. I mean, it could have infiltrated the council years ago.
It has certainly explained their attitude to parking enforcement.
Yeah, well, that's more Nazis, isn't it? But it's all evil. It's all evil.
It's of 3 generations of Chinese women. It's a true story of Yun Chang and her mother and her grandmother.
Well, that's certainly what I took from it.
Well, that's what it's about.
No, I mean, absolutely spot on. But let's keep talking.
So, first impressions?
Let me stop you and go to Edith. What do you think?
3 from me.
Okay.
In via text, I've got Meredith in Hunstanton, says 4.5, and Cynthia says she would also give it a 3.
So, I'm not familiar.
Out of 5, always out of 5. So average it out, Simon, and what's the mean score?
Done it, it's 3.6.
Oh, there you go, 3.6, not bad. So that was Wild Geese, the fascinating story. Swans, my mistake. About 4 generations of Chinese.
3 generations.
Is it?
Yeah, it was.
Andrew, is that your score or the number of generations of Chinese women you think it is? It'll just be a second. Can you email him?
Yeah.
Is that your score or the number of generations of Chinamen? Gotta move on. The time is AM11. Our thanks to Beverley and Kings Lynn. Chunks of beef suspended in a kind of matrix of pastry, sort of hovering in a...
Sponge stasis.
Yeah, good name for the dish, actually. Sponge stasis, brackets beef edition. Looks almost as good as last week's chicken drizzle cake. Maybe have some of that later.
Partridge, he got gay.
We were discussing Wild Swans, a book that garnered an impressive 3.6.
And Andrew has given the book a 2, by the way, and says Edith must have been reading a different book.
He always does this. My score is nothing to do with him.
Right.
It's a bit pathetic, actually.
Oh. Rosie, 3.6, a fair score? A coffee morning.
No. We do discuss the book, but we focus more on how we thought or felt. Ranking can be a little reductive.
Well, it can be, but you might like to know that Wild Swans ranked number 2 on our book league table.
Oh.
Yeah. A nose ahead of Angels and Demons by Dan Brown, but a whisker behind The Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown. So you split the Browns.
A brown sandwich.
Say, who on earth wants to read a book about Chinese swans?
It's a metaphor.
A far better book is The Wild Geese, about a snatch squad of steel-hard mercenaries who rescue a black king or something from deepest, darkest Africa. Thanks, Brian. Always good to hear from you. Butter old women.
Bitter old woman, I think. Typing too fast.
Yeah, although you can butter up old women. I sometimes butter up old women.
On the phone, what's he got to hide?
He could be an 8-year-old boy. Child genius.
Yeah, angry because he's been hot-housed by his parents.
It does happen. Denied a childhood.
Yeah, Andrew, if that is you, get outside, climb a few trees.
Pull a few wheelies.
Scuff your knees.
Yeah, collect loads of chewing gum wrappers and send off for a free torch. Sorry, Rosie, you were saying.
No, I was just saying, I think this...
Literal. It actually annoys me. I mean, if I went to see Moonraker, I don't want to see James Bond actually raking the moon. Unless he had some sort of industrial equipment. And even then, he's going to need a damn good reason.
I think the Wild Swans is a strong metaphor. I mean, there's something impassive and hard to read about swans, isn't there? Like the women, they're beautiful, but they're unknowable.
They're inscrutable.
That's exactly...
This is Thatcher Pop 4-piece Duran Duran. We got a smashing flavour. Still here with book club leader Rosie Witter.
Hello.
I just love reading books. It's brilliant.
I couldn't live without it.
I couldn't either. My partner Angela prefers television. I mean, she will...
Every time, curl up on the sofa.
Yes, take the phone off the hook.
Yeah, maybe a tower of hot buttered crumpets, sleeping bag tied off around your waist.
Like a giant maggot.
Yeah, well, half a maggot, because the other half's a Warwick University sweatshirt.
And no interruptions.
Perhaps the strains of Jean-Michel Jarre haunting you from the music centre. I mean, it's on, there's nothing paranormal. A swan, many years ago, yeah. It was, it's the only time I actually ever heard a swan quack. Right, mate. It's mid-Thursday, it's mid-morning, he does it.
Thursday Morning Matters, book club.
So, any final thoughts? What did you take from the book, Alan?
Chinese women with small feet. What's all that about?
Well, it's all explained in the book.
Shit, I haven't read the book. I'm sorry. You angry?
No, not at all. We all find some books heavy going. I myself actually gave up on The Diary of Anne Frank on my first attempt. I couldn't get...
Have some beef swans. Wait till he's right behind your shoulder, and then, feign fear if it helps. And then if you feel the back of your arm, just the little knobbly bone there, if he's right up behind you, just into his ribs, into his ribs, and then it was just a bit of tomfoolery, but I just thought when I saw you doing this and this, I thought we got to talk. Anyway, that's it. It's 12:30 and we're joined by Derek Bosworth, who's here to tell us all about handheld, bellows-driven reed instruments. Sounds like a real wheeze. Before that, some pledges on the texts.
And we'll give 50 to the appeal.
Okay, Phil in Glanford says, leave Porsche drivers with red faces with my tweaked VW Golf. Reluctant sale due to baby. He wants 10 grand cash with 60 for charity.
And one here from Dennis in Feltwell. 2012 Lexus GS, first to see will buy, no time wasters.
Right, and what's the donation? I said I'd take Angela to Centre Parks and buy her a big Italian. Pockets aren't that deep.
Yeah, I know.
It's really, I don't have that kind of money, It's not, I'm out of my depth. How could they raise 4 grand for a donkey sanctuary? Ridiculous.
People like donkeys.
Why? We've got cars.
I'm not saying
they don't work, they should put them down. He was a massive boozer. You know the story about him? No? Well, I shouldn't say this because he's moved on, but when he was really completely at rock bottom, he actually ended up down at the docks. Checkered past?
Oh, did you tell him about the time I wanked off those tramps?
Yeah. That was plural, wasn't it?
Must have been a line of them.
That's some sort of diabolical soup kitchen.
Alan Partridge's hands across the county.
Dave, still open, so do call. Please!
Well, the lowest lows often follow the highest highs, and as you know, Alan, I was the biggest DJ in Norfolk, with the #1 show on the station.
Well, it depends on the metric.
I was a star. I had a semi-detached home, a Vauxhall Tigre, and I deserved it. I took my eye off the ball. Yes, I had the #1 show.
With your jeans still on?
No, spiral of addiction.
Of course.
I'd drink anything. It affected my judgment.
Right, good. Okay, now, Dave, what was the worst thing you did? God help us.
Oh, you mean the tramps?
No, God, no. One rung below that.
So much premium lager coursing through me, I thought he was from the council.
It's good to see you laugh, Dave.
Oh, you've got to laugh, Alan.
Although tears sometimes help. Tears can help. Tears would help.
I've done all my crying, Alan. I like to think I'm a barrel of laughs, because a barrel of tears is good for nothing.
Yeah, well, it's just a bucket of brilliant soda.
My glass is always half full, Alan.
Wasn't that the problem?
You've got a son, haven't you?
Oh, don't go there, Alan. You get me going.
I can imagine. Someone once told me that he'd swapped his scale extric for some cocaine on Christmas Day.
Well, it was a packet of Daz, as it turned out. Yeah, I always
You don't sound sad. You don't sound sad. Be sad. You're listening to Alan Partridge.
There is a reason I don't talk about my son. Well, you wouldn't talk about it, would you? If your son came up to you and said, Dad, will you put me on your shoulders so I can pick the apples from the tree for apple pie and custard? And I say, no, new game, it's called Invisible Dad, where someone who looks exactly like me lies on the sofa all afternoon watching bargain hunts, while the real me, Invisible Dad, will come out into the back garden in 5 minutes' time and we'll play together all afternoon, son, quietly. But I'm on the sofa half an hour later and I can hear my little boy out in the garden talking to no one. And do you know what I did? Fast forward 2 years, and I'm sitting in a room with a circle of chairs, and I'm saying, my name's Tom Barrington, and I'm an alcoholic.
Sorry, who's Tom Barrington?
Oh, that's my real name.
You changed your name to Dave Clifton?
Yeah. Fast forward again, the apples. And all I could think was, so can I, son. So can I. And that's what I do, Alan. Every day I just try and reach the apples.
Thank you, Dave. I used to think you were a right Burke. Because if you can't find it in your hearts to find 3K for a guy like Dave Clifton, then I won't bother coming in tomorrow. Because I'll be at an orchard behind Dave Clifton on a bicycle with a basket full of apples, and then we'll go home. I'll tell you something else, Dave.
What?
I'm bringing the custard. What's up? The time is 12:45.
Hugs, not drugs.
Cuddles, not roddles. Oh my God, I'm sorry, I completely forgot about you. Sorry.
There's a man outside. Could you be more specific? In a long coat grey hat smoking a cigarette.
We are nearly out of time. Simon, top me up.
Money.
Well, the final, rather grand total is £2,970.
Absolutely. Love you, Norfolk. News.
The headlines this lunchtime.
Yeah. You got 30p?
You've got it there.
I need that for Milky. Right. Earlier I played Meatloaf's I'd Do Anything for Love, but I won't do that, and we asked what would you not do for love? So, a lot of you are saying that. Tana in Westwick.
Gemma, sweeties.
And Beth in Paston.
Renounce Christ.
Keep those calls coming in. The winning answer receives a year's supply of meatloaf. That's one loaf a week for a year, provided exclusively for this show by Bannon's The Butchers. They don't say what kind of meat it is, but when I press them, they said it will vary.
I listen to Mid-Morning Matters. It's fantastic radio.
I love Alan Partridge. The man is fresh, man.
Shep loves it too, Mum.
Now, his kids may have two dads, but his music meets with everyone's approval. It's Elton John. Sorry about the speed wash. Still recovering from this morning. She's no Vogue model, and she's not even a catalogue model, but she is strong and she has stamina. Have you ever been out with a woman with a rough tongue? No, it doesn't matter. I've said too much. But no, I've been up since 4, sweating like a Mexican bandit at the end of a spaghetti western.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
No, he's not a bandit. You're listening to Alan Partridge on Mid-Morning Matters. That was Tapow, which is Yorkshire for the Pow. It's Gangster Day. Jesus! On North Norfolk Digital, we're asking you today to tell me how hot you should have your way to dispose of a body. We've had some pretty good answers.
We've had some pretty good answers, Alan. Concrete boot, minced and fed to pigs, dropped into the foundations of a new build, or minced and fed to dogs.
Yeah, pigs are better.
Of course, if you really want to lose a body, then just post it to yourself, special delivery.
Yeah, they do their best. They do their best. Coming up soon, we'll be chatting to a former gang...
Yeah, diamond geezers.
I love diamond geezers.
Yeah, me too. No, they break the law and you don't mind.
Exactly. It's not like the benefit cheats. You know, the people saying, "Oh, I can't operate heavy machinery because I've got a nervous disposition." You know, liars. And they only attack their own, to be fair, or nonces, or grasses. I'll give you a jolly good hiding and pop you in the boot of the Jag.
Push it into the...
For the pair of pliers, it's Neil.
Diamond.
Yeah, they know.
What would life be without cars? What would life be without trees? What would life be without oceans? What would life be without bees?
Sounds like one of Alan's.
We are in session live with the legendary folk singer Blackbird Goodbrook. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes, Blackbird. It's a nickname. A lot of people call me Blackbird or Blackie, BB. My girlfriend calls me BBGB, but that's, pet name. Stays within the walls of the cottage.
Well, that's funny. But I call my girlfriend. I mean, she's fine. She's part of it.
He's literally got a crush on her.
But no, in all seriousness, a robust physical appetite between two healthy adults, can mushroom into real love.
Really great song that though, Blackbird.
Oh, thanks.
Really
Thank
nice.
you. I was just trying to get across the point that in the race for the new, a lot of people are vital to the ecosystem, even bacteria.
Yeah, I know what you mean about bees, but bacteria, come on. Pull the other one. I mean, no, seriously, because, I have a bath once a week with a cap full of Dettol, and that's non-negotiable. I like to come downstairs knowing there's nothing alive on me.
But we're all God's creatures.
Granted, but if we keep putting ourselves last all the time, we're going to wait. Yeah. But, I'm not saying we're definitely going to be taken over by apes.
You're saying that we may be taken over by apes.
Vigilant, that's all. Let's talk about your music. Blackbird.
Yeah.
Blackie.
Blackbird.
Yeah, Blackbird. Until I saw you perform so beautifully the other night in the Boxley Wheat Sheaf, I would have said that all folk music was the soundtrack to a harvest.
The comforting, gentle voiceovers. Oh, hello. Have a wee dram.
Although people in Scotland don't really speak like that, do they? It'd be more accurate to have someone just saying, "Come to Scotland if you fancy it." What? You try and walk round and... What's the matter? So, nothing's the matter, I just want to... yeah, thanks. It's Italian. Actually, I bought it in Capri. Yeah, guess how much it cost?
60 quid.
£1,000 in 1980. Yeah, but you're not paying for the leather. You're paying for the lining. I mean, no one sees it, but I sometimes throw it up.
Old-fashioned. There's no synthesizers, there's no samplers.
Easter baddies.
It's always been about reaching local people for me. The stadiums were never for me. I leave that for the likes of...
Trapping.
Yep. They make the monkeys sound like the Beatles.
they make actual monkeys sound like the Beatles.
They make actual monkeys sound like actual Beatles.
Yeah.
This one's called The Thresher's Farewell. Picture the scene. The Sussex Downs. A young boy, nay, a young man with...
sorry, I'm going to interrupt you there, Blackbird, for traffic and travel. Sorry, my mistake.
Okay, no worries.
But it's a great song. I heard this the other night, but when wind blows, sounds like kids singing.
More or less, yeah, but it's moving, you know.
Yeah. Unlike the traffic on the A47.
Traffic and travel, sponsored by Castrol.
That was Beyonce's mum, Tina Turner. More of your emails on what you would not do for love. Derek says the car boot sale this Saturday. In bracket,
watch Blue Movie.
I'm sure she's great with the kids.
Bannon's the butchers, the housewife's choice for bulk buying meat.
That man's voice is dripping with dripping.
You like me to play a song, Alan?
Yeah, that's why you're here.
Name me a hero. Just the intro.
Oh, okay.
Just name it. This is a guy called Jeff, who was just an ordinary guy, nothing special. And he was involved in the Norfolk floods of 1997. Do you remember those?
Yeah.
Well, Jeff was involved in the floods too, but he didn't look outside for a hero. He looked inside himself, and boy did he answer that call. This is called Raindrops and Rainbows. Goes a little something like this. 1,000 tiny tears coming floating underneath my door. Ooh, and Jeff saved them all from heaven. March 19th, 1997. Brilliant.
You're listening to
Spellbinding.
That's what that song was to me.
Thank you very much. I was just telling a true story about a guy I knew, Jeff Tanner.
Not the Jeff Tanner who was arrested. Lives in the old rectory, was accused of keeping images of children.
He was never charged for that.
Yeah, but mud sticks. Shouldn't really mention it. It just shows you, doesn't it? I mean, paedophiles can be heroes. So, if there are any well-meaning vigilantes thinking of bowling up to the old rectory to teach him a lesson.
Go easy on him.
Yeah, I mean...
Because he did rescue all those Cub Scouts.
Yeah.
The song was more about a gentler time in the modern world because of the many distractions.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Well, you can get bogged down, can't you, with the busyness of life? You've got gas bills on the doormat and, pizza menus, Lib Dem leaflets, Oxfam demanding a direct debit. No! An invoice from the window cleaner. I'll pay you at the end of the month. And you think, how can I escape this madness? But...
That bird Bluetooth.
I don't know about that when it comes to technology. I'm a bit of a Luddite, really.
Yeah, well, nothing wrong with being a Luddite.
No, this place is crawling with them.
Yeah, we were giving a talk, weren't we, on DAB radio. One of the producers went bananas, attacked a mic. Now, when I get home tonight, I'm going to throw away my kettle. Let's have a last song.
Okay.
I like the one about bees.
It's called Boomtown.
Yeah, could do that one. I like the one about bees.
What would life be without iPads? Better. What would life be without cows? Worse. What would life be without Tesco's? Better. What would life be without
tax? Better.
Worse.
Diane in Grimston.
Gore-Tex.
Worse. Jess in Horsford.
Immigration.
Neutral.
Complicated.
What would life be
Mick in
without
Corsham.
Marmite.
Whoa, that's precious. Oh, very, always very, I'm joined by former gangster, hoodlum baddie and ne'er-do-well, Julius Scanner. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
I was expecting something extra. Julius, you try to...
Well, really what it is just about giving kids something to do, you know? In the centre we set up a lot of groups for them, so, things like sports,
Zumba, conga, rock and roll. Yeah, just close my eyes, go with it.
Like you did at the Christmas party?
Like I did at the Christmas party.
Well, it would be good to see you on the dance floor, doing your thing.
Yeah, well, I was in the zone. I was in the dance zone, the dance floor. It's not the same thing if you're at the bar or outside the toilets where people just push past you with wet hands.
Yeah, maybe you should give
what happens. And I've got to say, normally, if I can keep my discipline, I'm pretty pleased with the results.
I mean, it's not dancing per se. I mean, it's more sort of a collection of spasms. So
Simon's funny. I call him the dancing chicken.
Yeah, well, it's not a chicken, is it? I'm doing a robot there.
No, I mean, you don't lack the guts to commit a real dance.
Right, so I'm a chicken.
You're a dancing chicken.
Whereas he stands there with this very sort of stony expression.
Have a bit of respect to get rid of excess aggression. That's why Phil Collins got into it, because he's a real hothead, but then a lot of bald people are.
Well, that's not really our focus, you know. We're trying to move away from that aggression and, you know, let these kids use their brain.
Again, Collins, all over. I have a bomber jacket from the No Jacket Required Tour, 85, and the jacket actually has on it No Jacket Required. You know what I think it is?
Irony.
Brilliant, just brilliant.
Yeah, well, our kids, they use digital samples and drum machines.
Yeah, okay. Digitals, okay, cool. I don't want to get into a whole debate about the whole drum machines versus kids. My philosophy on this is real simple. If it's got a good beat, it's got a good beat.
Exactly.
Let's do slap hands. And the one down here. How hot should you have your bath, Sandra?
50.
50 what?
Bye, Alan.
Lucian on line 6. Actually, I don't want to speak to someone called Lucian. Simon, texts.
Yes. Marcus says it should be the same temperature they make the swimming pool when the disabled kids go in.
Lovely. Coming up more from Julius. A reformed character, unlike...
Well, you know, the thing is that when it comes to crime, you know, I'll be honest with you, you know, people listen to me just purely on the basis that, you know, I've been there, I've done it, you know.
You a scum?
Well, I just got in with a bad crowd, you know. There was a lot of stealing, a lot of violence, you know. Yeah, I admit, you know, I was a bit of a bad boy.
Yeah, scum.
Yeah.
It's a horrible word. I mean, I don't use it.
I can use, you know, my experiences just to, you know, educate people, let people know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same. I've had a few scrapes with the law, don't you worry about that. I've also had a few dinners with him too. A friend of mine's a chief inspector. He drink drives, but then he can.
So who's that?
Brian does the pub quiz.
He's a copper, is he?
No, DCR Tollsmore. 2 weeks ago they found him asleep in his car on the roundabout. Do you know him?
No.
Pretty good cop. I mean, he cuts corners.
Then drink drivers do.
But then drink drivers do.
Yeah. Well, you know, it just goes to show that, you know, anyone can fall foul of the law. You know, it can happen that easy.
I know it can happen that easily. I mean, when I was back in the day, when I was a kid at school, put some money on a vending machine for a Kit Kat. There was a malfunction. I got delivered 3. Take the manufacturer, or you call a cop. I didn't. I kept them. I wanted those fingers inside me, Julius. All 5 of them. 3 times.
Like a chocolate fist?
Yeah, I knew it was wrong, but I still did it.
The chocolate fist?
Yeah, I wanted them inside me. And it felt good, even though I knew it was wrong.
From a chocolate fist?
That's right. News and travel coming up, but time for a quick text on how hot you should have your
headlines this lunchtime. Norfolk County.
Talking of bath temps, you want to make sure you don't end up in hot water yourself.
What do you mean?
The chocolate fist thing. Grow up, mate.
Okay.
Cool. I don't see my phone.
What kind is it?
Mobile. It's just gone AWOL. Well, not AWOL, it's gone missing.
For stone you lost last month?
Yeah, we're not on air.
Do you want me to check over here?
No, God, no, forget it. Scrap it, scrim it. That's not even a word. I mean, phone schmoan is insured.
People get so hung up on phones.
Yeah, we're not on air. I could really murder a pop right now.
A what?
I could really use a pop right about now. Do you want a pop on me, Julius? Brian. I'm sorry. It was a joke. Okay, Brian, stand away from the fruit machine. I can't tell what you're saying. Cool it. Cool it. I'm sorry. Okay. No, I want to. Okay, ciao. That guy should not be a serving police officer.
I was in and out of prison for 5 years, and I didn't want to keep doing it again and again, you know. I thought, you know, now I've got to change.
I was the same with Kit Kats. You know, today it was Kit Kats, but tomorrow...
I'll tell you where it all ends, Alan, truthfully. It's, you know, it's guns, it's It's drugs, it's knives, you know, people end up getting hurt.
But knives are never going to go away, Julian. They're never going to go away. We had knives you wouldn't believe, Julius. These were European military.
Swiss Army knives.
Yeah, I mean, these bad boys weren't just knives. They were tin openers, they were bottle openers.
I change, and that's exactly the message I'm trying to get across, you know, that we can actually break this cycle of crime.
Good, and I applaud that with both hands.
Thank you. And, you know, that's why I continue to do talks with kids and you know, young offenders, because I know exactly how they feel.
I'll come and give a talk.
Really?
No, I'll tell you something else, I'll do it for free. Just give a small donation to the National Trust.
Okay, well...
From that, very slowly, all eyes on me. Then I'd say, now listen up, bird brains, and listen good. If you're thinking of going out there to smack up crack or do some robbing, you'll have me to deal with. Right?
Well, that can work, you know.
I can't hear you! What's that? And then you answer me again loudly, both together in unison.
Right.
Before.
Because I trumped. What a nice man.
Yeah.
How refreshing.
Yeah.
Just... Hello? Yeah. I was just talking about how refreshing you are.
Cheers, thank you. You know what, I just realised I do actually have...
Well, yeah, it can happen that way around. It can.
No, you know, you need to be careful. You know what I mean? I may be reformed and everything, but I still got a right hook.
Yeah, shut up, you'll give a bunch of fives.
Break it up.
Shut up. That's the one. That's definitely the right one, is it? Yeah, check. Great, really great. You all right?
Yeah, fine. I've just done my back as I went back in the chair.
Okay, but we're cool.
Oh, yeah.
And today's dedication comes from the Allsop family. They say, Alan, please can you play Bright Eyes by Art Garfunkel in memory of our beloved Isabel, who died earlier this week, aged degree. But I mean, can you even bury humans in your back garden?
Fred West did?
Oh, that man. What a dilbert. You're listening to
Colossal Question,
formerly known as
Question.
We're talking bathroom routines and asking, in what order do you perform your ablutions? We got a text in from Helen in Dis. She says, I go to the toilet straight. That one. On the line, we have Donald in King's Lynn.
Hi, Alan. I clean my teeth and shave while simultaneously going to the toilet in order to save time.
And then wash afterwards?
Yeah.
Good.
And Samuel in Yarmouth, I don't need a bath. I just crouch on a strong sink, and then it's teeth, face, pits.
Are all your phone-ins like that?
Yeah, we kind of arrange the topics, but that's the tone we aim for.
It's remarkable.
Thank you. Although that can have two meanings, can't it?
Yes, it can, yeah. It's up to you to choose.
Gold. Save it, though, save it. This is Midmore Matt, and I'm excited to say that I'm Jasper Jones. You're often described as the attack dog of the anti-establishment, a kind of a lone wolf prowling the corridors of power.
So I'm a cross between a wolf and a dog.
Yeah.
A dolph.
Yeah, or a wog. Sorry, I take that back. Jasper is very much... Well, he's white. A couple of horns. Is that because people think you're a bit controversial?
I presume so.
Right, but you must have had approval.
I did, yeah.
And the sort of tape over his mouth then, presumably that's because to stop your mouth talking, because they'd like to shut you up.
Oh, they would love to shut me up.
They would, wouldn't they?
Yes.
Who are they, by the way?
Frothy coffee, Mr. Partridge.
Thank you, Angela.
Come on, I've got to go back to the desk.
Simon doesn't mind. Fucking. I'll see you later.
Not if I see you first.
You drive me balmy.
Don't be silly.
Tell you what, if I was a dog right now, I'd be chewing a slipper. Now, you want to sell lots of copies, don't you?
Yeah, well, assuming the placarded plebs don't run me out of town first.
No, yeah. I used to dish out smackdowns to the fusspots.
It's bog standard naysaying from the usual crowd. If I could harness all that huffiness, I would start my own wind farm, I think.
Sorry, maybe your next book should be called Withering Slights.
That's good. Simon's our sort of regional equivalent of you. He sort of takes a wry, sideways look at the week's news.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I can't do it the way he does it, or you do it. He sort of says things like, I've heard of such and such, but this is ridiculous. Or, putting him in charge of X is like putting someone silly in charge of...
Something daft.
Yeah. Yeah, lovely stuff. I mean, he's sort of Batman to my Robin. You wouldn't want Robin on his own. If the people of Gotham were in trouble, they wouldn't call Robin, they'd phone the police. But Batman likes Robin, and I like Simon.
Yes, well, he's certainly not the Joker.
No, he's Robin.
North Digital.
360, please. No, just the tilting bucket. Well, that's okay. I won't require the driver. I'll be operating it. I know. No, I want to drive the digger. Yeah, I know. Now, Jasper, I've got a confession. I used to keep your book in the downstairs toilet.
Oh.
I was about 2 chapters in and I thought, this is not a toilet book.
So you moved it to the coffee table?
So I moved it to the coffee table.
Well, I'm flattered, Alan.
Yeah, quick spray of Dettol.
Well, I hope that wasn't because of the content.
No, it's for germs, because it is billet. But I love about it, what I love about you, is that you, with all the windows down...
Right. Well, I'm of the view that there are certain truths that are self-evident, and so what is wrong with talking about them? The black community does have a problem with gun crime. Gay activism does upset some people.
Israelis are rude to airports.
I'm not sure about...
Japanese people always take photos of signposts. What is that all about?
Hang on, they do, don't they? Yeah, what is all that about?
Maybe you do a phone in.
No, we will do that, definitely, yeah. Okay, here's a guy who's got a mouth like a snare and a voice like a cat trapped in one. It's Shane McGowan and the Porgs.
Teens. Enid in Docking says anyone who claims they don't wee in the shower is a liar.
Oh, bullshit lady. An email from Barbara in Dis. She says, when I'm sitting in the bath, people outside can see my head through the window, but when I stand, they can see my fanny. So I have a choice between drawing the curtain or crawling to the bath. The time is 40 years after the Battle of Hastings, 1106.
Hang around with terrorists and you might get shot.
His truth. Although Jerry Adams, to be fair, has softened as his beard's got greyer. When it was dark and thick.
So was he.
Yes, it normally does loads like that.
Well, you're just as bad, Alan, aren't you? Criticising the working class.
But he hates fracking.
And we indulge them.
Yeah, everybody out.
Everyone says, shouldn't we try start arbitration? That would be one way. The other way would be to take them outside and shoot them in front of their kids.
Ooh, he went there. Kneel down, turn your head away. Turn your head away. And just out to the clip into the back of his skull. And just silence. Just broken just by the... No, but they shouldn't strike. Berlin with Take My Breath Away, which I'm dedicating to my partner Angela, who's got asthma. I'll tell you what takes my breath away, the number of calls and texts we've had about Jasper. It's not been like this since we had the chat about Ramadan. Although on our message board a few people...
His owner very thoughtfully in a silk-lined shoebox.
Once again, you've been calling with your tales of public spirit, heroism and daring do.
I'm sure it's what Alexander Graham Bell had in mind when he invented the telephone.
Good humour. Every week, we ask you,
too much
our listeners,
store in,
to put forward someone in your life
as Andrew
who you feel is worthy of the title hero. Something for someone else. That's what we're looking for. It really is that simple.
Make one crave a little bit of silence.
Unbelievable. Hello, June.
Hello?
It's Alan Partridge from North Norfolk Digital's Local Hero.
Sponsored by Betson and Hedges.
Who was that?
Your friend Maggie tells us that you've been recently knitting some loom named as this week's local hero.
You? The hero.
Who was that?
By way of a prize, you should be able to see a man outside dressed as a clown with £100 cash in his pocket.
Oh. Is he smoking a cigarette?
He might be. Simon.
Sandwiches to homeless people.
That's a hero.
He's a hero.
He's a hero. What about you, Jasper?
Oh, no, I couldn't possibly comment.
Oh, go on.
Well, I'll tell you who I wouldn't nominate.
No, we can all do that. Hitler. Tell us who you would nominate.
Well, I've always admired...
Not someone who works in the media or London.
Yeah, God forbid, making one of them a hero would be like
Don't
making...
do one of those. Just tell us who's your...
Teacher. At my school, Mr. Rigg.
No,
So he's in
that's...
my...
Sorry.
No, you were saying.
No, please do go on, I insist.
Just he'd be, he didn't have to take me under his wing, and, he did. And he was very kind to me when I was vulnerable, and,
You should talk more like that, because when you did, you could see in your face that deep down, you're a cracking fella.
Hmm? Thank you.
Forget about it. Forget about it. Love that. Okay, time for some music. Here's a chap who's All the other kids with the pumped up kicks. Better run, outrun my gun. All the other kids with the pumped up kicks. Better run, faster than my bullet. Someone professional. It's not really. I'm not equipped for you, Pepper. You really need to. The number's in the book, you know. So I'll talk to you. Call again soon. I'll always talk to you. Thanks a lot, love. Gotta go. Bye. You're listening to Mid Morning Matters with Alan Partridge. Today is Valentine Day.
Alan.
Blinder nose here because being hung over as he is, he smells like a ruddy brewery staffed by tramps. None other than the Psychic Simon.
Psychic Simon.
Seriously, you stink.
Psychic Simon.
Yep, I've got some dedications here, and he was just looking for something, and they married very soon afterwards.
The time is 11:17. Sounds like an early 80s synth band. Having 17, you should have said that. Coming up, Jill Reynolds will be giving us both a good old-fashioned nosh. The local top chef will be preparing some Valentine's fare. I wonder what will be on the menu. Don't want to think about it. Tinned Goblin's beef burgers in brine, again cold, eaten with a fork. Fray Bentos pie filling. No pie, just the filling. Eaten with a tablespoon, so you have to stretch your mouth to get it in. Semolina skins, some warm, some cold, eaten with a fork in a warm bathroom. This is the Jill. Valentine's Day. Unfortunately, not something the whole world can celebrate.
No, that's right, Alan, and if you're single on Valentine's Day, it can be very hard, but good food will always lift the spirits.
Absolutely, couldn't agree more. I think really the message is to anyone who is lonely out there, on a day like today, throw caution to the wind and a crutch.
Well, the thing is, Alan, it's called comfort food for a reason.
It is. Although I would say that if you are going to do that, please do introduce roughage at some point along the way. Forward planning always pays off. You don't want the 15th to be an even more depressing day than the 14th. Although for me, it always is. Unfortunately, that's the day my ruddy dad died. So, yeah, in a nutshell, I got a bit of that, but I loved him, so...
Yeah, well, a good plate of comfort food can do wonders for a broken heart, if not for the waistline.
Off. Let me ask you about comfort food. We've all been there. You come home from another god-awful day at work with people you hate. Perhaps there's no one there. The TV's blaring out. You can't find the remote. It's been on ITV for a month. You're vaguely aware of some policeman talking to a drunk teenager with a blurry face, and you think, so help me God, I need to be comforted by food. What do you cook?
Fried egg sandwiches. Yeah. 3 fried eggs on Mother's Pride white bread with lots of butter. Alan, can I ask you something?
You may.
What makes you feel sexy?
Sitting in a leather chair in my underpants.
No, I mean food-wise.
Blue cheese.
Because for a lot of people, it means Italian food, the food of love.
Staggering. He was out on the town last night.
No, I wasn't.
Of course you were.
I wasn't. I was at home. I was drinking away.
Where'd you live? A drop-in centre?
Back off! I'm having a tough time at the moment.
There's traffic and truffle. Yeah.
Traffic and Travel, sponsored by Castrol.
Alan, can I just...
Hang around him. I think he was some sort of evil genius. He's not. Just knows a lot about jazz. Lynn, I haven't got Angela a Valentine's present, so you've got until noon to scour Norfolk for a competitively priced baby doll nightie. That's exactly what I said, Lynn. Then wrap a bow on it and put it in bubble wrap. And I know it won't smash the whole pack of butter into a pan of hot PG tips, defrost an Aunt Bessie's Yorkshire pud, pour in the solution quickly, take some broken Easter eggs, I got mine around the back of Roundtree Macintosh, smear it down the circumference, add the Jaffa lid, boom, you've got yourself a giant Rolo.
Well, I do admire your creativity, Alan, I really do. And you know, I like a man who likes his puds.
Oh. Who's hungry?
Please give me something. I need some food. Please, I've got malnutrition.
I love that. I offered it to Comic Relief. They didn't want it. Their loss. Anyway, time for our Valentine gobble-off. What you got, Jill?
It's a dish that's very popular in the southern part of Italy, and it's linguine con...
But with the fish being, in this instance, sardines.
Yeah.
Got it.
So, we take our lovely fresh sardines. We've also got pine nuts, red chilies, fennel and onion.
OK, we'll do without the fennel, because I don't like fennel. I don't want fennel in it.
Oh, I wouldn't have put you down as a fussy eater, Alan.
Just don't like fennel. No. If you put fennel in there, we're going to fall out.
OK. So first of all, we're going to chop up our red chilies and our onions. Some people have them ready chopped, but we're not going to do that. We're going to chop them ourselves.
Simon, down for Buddy Bell. When I first met you in that pub, and you were coming up with funny words for a woman's period, I was on the floor. And just as I tried to get up, you capped it all off with your penguin walk. Where's that guy gone? Where's Penguin Period Man gone? There's half a double-decker in the glove box. It's yours. There's an unopened crunchy. I'd ask you to leave that. I'm driving to Banbury later.
Thanks.
Ask your butcher where the lamb's sourced from. Ask your butcher if the mince is sustainable. Ask your butcher the best way to bone a carcass. Leave the guy alone. If he was good...
They just try too hard. Simple, uncomplicated food is the best.
Yeah.
Do you know what my favourite food is?
Faggots.
No, a good pie.
Mine too.
There you are.
I love a good pie.
And what would be your favourite filling? Your dream filling? Your ideal filling?
Do you mean food stuff?
Not necessarily.
Country File and Canal Walks and Wainwright's Walks and other shows. I put her in a big oven. I wouldn't want to break her up. I'd baste her with hot butter using the empty butter pack as a kind of a cream glove. Then pop on a pastry lid, 2 hours on a low heat. Done. At Chong, a Lakeland Fell, when the heavens open, and I've lost my compass, literally, and we don't know which direction to go in, so we have to pitch this tent, which we crawl inside, cuddle each other, and start crying. And then, and I have to be honest with you, Jill, we have a kiss.
A Julia Bradbury pie. Well, that's a new one on me. You're like Heston Blumenthal there with his egg and bacon ice cream.
The egg and bacon, it costs them meat and ice cream. But sir, that is not natural. Silence! The experiments will begin at dawn. Soon we will have an ice cream which will rule the menu for 1,000 years. Heston Blumenthal neither endorses nor is
Affiliated with Extreme. This is side 2 of Mike Oldfield, Tubular Bells. See you in 20 minutes. Right, I'm off for a shower. Jill, thanks ever so much for coming in. You've given me food, and you've given my listeners food for thought. Bye, Norfolk. That was great. Lovely, really.
Oh, thank you. Oh, no, surely not.
I think she would only probably countenance it with a group of ramblers, or at the very least with heavy supervision.
Look what the cat dragged in.
Hiya.
Hello. Hi. Everything all right?
Yeah, just had a bit of a cry, but boo-hoo.
Yeah, no, I'm in the car, but...
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah, right.
Friends before they went out, so they had she says that they're friends, so she should
when you get upset, what you should try and do is bottle it up. In the short term, at least. I mean, you're not a member of a gun club, are you?
No.
No, great, yeah, we'll just bottle it up. And when you find an appropriate venue, let off steam. I go to Thetford Forest once every other Sunday and scream myself a horse.
At a horse, boy.
Don't cry. Nobody likes a cry baby. Women like a real man who doesn't take any shit. So pull yourself together and be a fucking man. Ta-ra.